Top five, top five, top five.
Yeah, girl, you ready to do this? You ready to count this thing down? We're doing the top five, her. Yeah, let's set it off with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ranked Top 5 List of Stuff That Don't Matter. I'm your spooky host, Tuong La, and it's Halloween season. Spookstober is back, and we're ready to hit you with another frightful episode of Ranked. And I'm really excited because I honestly thought I ran out of topics to talk about to Halloween. We've done like candy, we've done zombies, we've done cryptids, we've done just so many different things.
Lame.
Okay.
Wow.
But I'm really excited for today's episode because it's yet another samples episode, which I'll tease out. But first of all, I want to introduce my first guest, who I don't think I would want to do this episode without her because I don't know, we share that type of connection where we both like to drink.
Oh, man, I don't know how I feel about this now.
I guess everyone at this table, but particularly this person, I guess. Samantha Leggatt, everyone.
Hello, thank you for that beautiful introduction.
I know, spooky
It chilled me to my bone.
Yes, that's right. Thank you for traveling all this way and from Ottawa, like a 5 to 6 hour drive, and
I literally
basically coming right
crossing
here.
countries in some parts of the world.
early to be here because you're right. There's nothing I'd rather do than drink
Hey.
cocktails.
It's Friday, baby.
Yeah.
Sam, would you like to introduce the next guest for me?
I will. My partner in crime, one of the best baristas I know, is Bradley Sales.
Bradley?
I like Bradley. That's so
That's
good.
pretty good.
That's so good.
That's creative.
You've been working on
Kill
that
a Mockingbird?
entire part.
Like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, wow. Bradley,
Yes.
welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I can't wait. You are so perfect for this episode. Like Sam and I, we like to drink, but you're the...
Brad
you're like
knows
the,
what's
Crafty.
Well,
Master
we'll
of
see.
his craft,
Class.
if you will.
He has class?
Classy craft?
Yeah, something
Brad
like
has a book.
It's true, I do.
Brad has a book.
Yeah,
forgot-
more than
Of
one.
cocktails.
I've got 2.
I forgot about
You
that.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is also my first non-Pixar Disney related podcast. Of being
Really? Moving up in the world.
Yeah, I know.
Look at you,
I'm
Brad.
very nervous.
Climbing the
I feel like
social
I've been
ladder.
called up to the big leagues from the.
You've been on so many podcasts with this guy.
But never ranked.
That's true. That's true.
only the Disney top 5.
Well, speaking of Disney, you want to introduce the last of the dummies, if you will, the pals.
Pals?
Yes, my B team partner in crime,
Yeah.
Laura.
Hey!
Laura Gould.
Oh my God, you've been thinking
Very
that.
You had that one locked and
I
loaded.
don't think it was that good. Laura, welcome to the
Yeah,
show.
happy to be here. See how happy I am a couple hours from now.
You will be very happy.
Very happy.
Very
Oh,
happy
yes.
or not
sleep.
very good.
Or
asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will see.
Everyone, first of all, happy to have the Disney dummies to talk about something non-Disney for once.
Yay!
What is the most non-Disney thing to talk about? Maybe drinking. They don't really drink in Disney movies, like alcohol and stuff like that. Probably not. We don't really
Pretty
see.
rare.
Tell that to Pinocchio.
Gaston likes a beer or 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking sex.
Well,
Well,
That's
is
a
that-
different podcast, I guess.
Spooky sex positions.
Write that down. Write that down.
next October.
Yeah, we're talking about cocktails today. This has been percolating in my mind for a while. Again, running out of episodes, but I was like, I in the final 50 episodes of Ranked, I really want to do as many samples episodes as possible because it benefits me, because it's fun. I enjoy it. And I want to bring together like-minded people to also sample these things. So as we talk about this topic today, make these things for yourself at home, maybe.
Yeah.
You'll find out what to... because
We can share recipes.
We will. We have to. That'd be crime if we didn't.
Just look it up for yourself.
Yeah, it's this name and I don't know the ingredients. We are doing top 5 Halloween cocktails is the episode. Or is it top 5 spooky cocktails? Probably Halloween cocktails.
I think it was Halloween.
Halloween cocktails.
Yeah.
We've been throwing the word
Yeah.
spooky around.
Yeah.
I agree. Liberally.
Yeah.
You can probably make like a reel in and of itself of me saying spook every Halloween episode of Ranked. Yeah, let's talk about the ground rules for today's episode. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but let's go through it. So, first of all, it has to be a cocktail. Does anyone want to kind of define that a little bit? Brad, what do you think about when you hear the word cocktail? What can't it be?
I would say like not a beer. It's got to be like mixed, right? Like
Yeah.
it's got to have some kind of liquor, some kind of citrus or liqueur in there. Some kind of mix, I would say. Like a straight shot of rum does not count. That is scary.
Sam.
But
Like, all thought I was going to be the spooky rum person.
Samantha, that's milk.
got to be served in a fancy glass. Maybe
Sure, yeah.
the
Yeah,
presentation is key.
You need some effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of presentation for an audio podcast.
We
You'll
absolutely
be able to
are.
tell from the oohs and ahs.
Yeah, but we will take
The
pictures.
booze and
We'll paint word pictures.
Yes, but not only word pictures. I mean physical pictures. We'll be taking pictures of it, putting on podcavern.com, and we'll put the recipes of each drink that we make tonight, right? I think that's fair for the people at
Yes.
home.
Yeah.
Halloween cocktails. So obviously, I think a good ground rule is it should be on theme for whatever Halloween means to you all. Something autumny, something spooky, non-Christmas
Maybe we'll
related.
learn a little about each other.
Halloween, everything that's not Christmas.
Non-Christmas.
Eggnog.
I want to save it for Christmas cocktails, but by the way, we're doing Christmas cocktails. I guess it
Excellent.
depends on how this episode goes.
Yeah.
True.
And then we'll go into like Valentine's cocktails, Canada Day cocktails.
Oh my
This
god.
becomes a drinking show for the last 50.
Let's stick with Halloween cocktails for now.
For now,
we'll
yes.
start there.
Any other ground rules?
I think we should chat a little bit about how we decide. Because I think, like, is taste the best? Is high alcohol content the most important? Is presentation going to outweigh everything else?
I think that we'll kind of get to that when we get to the ranking stage.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they all factor.
Everything's
Yeah,
gonna
I
just look
think,
for
I
now.
think there'll be
Presentation could
arguments to be
overshadow
made.
and
Yeah.
There
maybe
will be
something has a
arguments.
dope name. Like, I don't know. We gotta see what's presented.
And like, how much something might scare us.
I don't know if that needs to be.
Laura, are you gonna scare us?
I don't know.
I mean, if it's a spooky drink, yeah.
Okay.
That's true. That's true. I will also say that, like, besides Brad, the rest of us aren't like professional cocktail.
I'm definitely not
makers.
professional. Don't throw me in this.
But you work as a cocktail maker
I'm
now,
so
right?
excited, listeners at home, to see what Brad, because I mean, we live together and I kind of did the groceries, but like didn't try to pay too much attention. And it was just vastly different, my list from Brad's list. And he looked at the stuff I brought home and was like, what are you making? Like,
Did you
what
throw
is
any
this?
red herrings in there, Brad? Just
Dare
to throw
I
her
ask?
off?
Dare I ask
Vaseline.
how much money was spent on alcohol for this?
Let's not
one
worry about it.
episode?
Let's not worry about
It
it.
hurts. It hurts.
I feel like the most annoying thing, Sam and I were talking about it, and at least for mine, we usually have almost all the ingredients I
Yeah.
would have needed, except for some of the liqueurs. But we'd like just recently started running out of stuff, and we were lazy about
It was
picking
the
it
big
up.
shop.
So yeah, it was
Yeah.
like but now we're set for like a while.
It's a good
There you go.
excuse.
Yeah.
Look at us.
I know.
Give it.
But it was a lot.
Give it.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Take it
Doesn't
away.
feel that way.
Yeah. I also say, like, for these cocktails, I mean, I'm going to speak for myself, but I assume it's the same for everyone else here, is that, like, I did not invent this cocktail. These are not
No.
cocktails that came from my brain. I simply looked online and got inspired. And I'm wondering if that's the same for you all, because I'm just like, okay, this seems A, doable, B, it sounds tasty, and it looks cool. That's kind of what my
Yeah.
bar was.
Yes.
Is
I
that
may
the
have
same?
combined a few ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's worth saying. Not only did I not invent this, I have not trial, Randy.
I haven't tried mine either.
Correct. I made one in advance.
So these samples episodes are only getting more complicated because before, like, in top 5 candy or chocolate, like, you've eaten that stuff like a zillion times throughout your life. It is impossible to try all the spooky cocktails out there and feel like, okay, maybe I'll bring this one to the table. No. I am going to choose that one because it looks cool and I'm going to bring it tonight. And those are our top 5,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then next year you can do this again and you pit them all against the winner from this year.
Oh.
Keep doing all right.
But I would have liked to have tried mine, but
There was no time.
there was no time. We didn't get around to it. But I'm sure it'll be good. Much like you, I just found ones that sounded good and looked good and spooky and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm getting
Oh my
thirsty.
God,
I'm
oh my
getting
God.
excited.
Tom, get in the kitchen.
All right. Just like every episode of Ranked, we're going to go around 3 times, nominating 3 nominations each, making a master list of 12 and whittling that down to a top 5 Halloween cocktails list. Okay. I'll go first. All right, so for my first nomination, you can open your eyes now. Woo!
I like this. Nice presentation.
Thank you. I have created the Vampire's Kiss.
Ooh.
Now, when I think of Halloween, I think of vampires, I guess. I think about monsters and things like that. And this cocktail just appealed to me in that way because I'll first show you a picture of it. Again, this doesn't really play for our...
Doesn't count. Doesn't count in the rankings. Doesn't matter how good the picture is.
No. I want to show you the thing that I couldn't get for it. So
Okay.
I'll describe it for the people at home as well. But
Like the garnish you couldn't get.
But the one of the things is just dry ice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is supposed to
Far
have
too
That was
dry
the
complicated.
first thing I thought of when we were going to do this. I was like,
Yeah.
I need to get dry ice.
But then I started learning that dry ice
How much time
is,
did everyone spend looking into dry ice? I was about
Not
an
at all,
hour.
because I assumed it was hard
Yeah.
to get.
It sounds like you got to get like an hour or 2 before it starts,
Yeah.
and if you touch it, it's bad news.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was like, this all sounds bad. I
my
don't think it's
God.
worth it.
Yeah, it'll fuck you up.
That's right. So what I have in front of me, again, it's called Vampire's Kiss. It's I'll read you
Can
the
I have a sip
ingredients.
while you're reading?
Yeah, are we allowed to?
Am I
Well,
allowed?
should
Am I
try it?
allowed?
Should I just take a quick picture?
Yes.
A quick pic?
You've taken a
I got
pic?
my video.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
you know what? Let's take a sip first, and then I'll describe it because I'm thirsty. Okay,
You
Laura,
wanna-
go
I
ahead.
can't
I
stare
get
at
to go
this
first?
cocktail and not drink it any longer.
Yeah.
Ooh, my.
So, people at home, this is a red-looking drink. I put around the rim sugar and grenadine for that taste of blood.
Yep.
It doesn't taste like blood.
So curious because I have not tasted it, and all you have now. So let me taste it first
Yeah.
too. Let me
Tongue.
see.
Okay.
Okay. It's
Sweet.
sugary. Yeah, it's sweet.
Very sugary.
So
Kind of tastes like a melted.
smell like Dracula.
No,
Dracula's
a melted
blood?
freezy. Like it's kind of like a freezy. Yeah.
That's a good way to describe it. Yeah. So ingredients: 1.5 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of Chambord. That's what I had to buy at LCBO.
Chambord.
Chambord.
Is it
What was-
orange? What
it's
what
like
flavor
a
is it?
blackberry or blueberry. It's right over there, Brad. There,
I've never used
yeah,
Chambord
it's
in
that like
cocktail.
circular thing.
Ooh, that is a
potion.
fancy looking bottle.
Yeah. You
That's
wanna
very
grab it?
Halloween.
You want to grab that?
Grab that.
It's 1/2 ounce of 100% unsweetened cranberry juice.
That's a very cool bottle.
Let me
It's
see
like
here.
a deep purpley red color.
Chambord is black raspberry liqueur. So
Here, there
Yeah.
you go.
We
There
should
you
mess around with this more often.
yeah, 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of grenadine, and that's it.
Wow.
That's it. So I like.
And you put in a shaking.
Yes,
You shook?
I shook it all up and
Yeah.
then threw it in a glass. So it's probably my like most simple drink, but I like how quick it is. And
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. It does kind of taste like a freezy. in a way.
Done. Count me in.
Count you in? You like it?
Yeah.
Great.
Wow. Okay.
I'll kiss the vampire.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I got the vampire joke. Was that
Count
a
me in.
Muppet? Was that a Muppet?
It was
I sent that gif earlier today, didn't
that's
I?
why I
I
thought-
made a joke without meaning to.
So that is the Vampire's Kiss. Again, it's like a red-looking drink with like a
Yeah.
red sugary rim in a martini glass, I should say.
Yeah.
Chocula.
Yeah.
That's another good one.
How about we go over to Sam for your first nomination? Sam, what do you got?
All right, everybody. I don't think you're ready for what I'm about to dish here. Okay, open your eyes.
Whoa! That looks really good.
That looks cool as shit.
Look at these.
Right.
Look at this presentation.
Oh my
Listeners
gosh.
at home, these are the ghouls and guts shots. This was the one I was concerned about because I was like, oh no, is a shot a cocktail? But then in the recipe, it even calls it a cocktail. And I was like, well, I could serve this in a cocktail glass and then it's a cocktail.
Yeah,
very
you mix
cute.
stuff.
I did mix stuff. So I think it still counts as a
Is this
cocktail.
the blended one?
This is the blended drink. It's a
Okay.
blended shot and they look like little ghosties.
Yes, they're so cute.
And
Oh my gosh, Brad, that's a
yeah,
great photo.
they're very
Listeners, you're gonna love it.
vanilla and sugary forward. The alcohol
Oh, man.
content in these is not crazy. It's creme de cacao.
Yeah, creme de cacao.
Creme de cacao, and then like a lot of sugary stuff. So everybody gets one for
Did
this
you
one.
wanna paint a word picture for our audience?
So
Yes,
we've
true.
got these little shooter glasses. I picked ones that have little what do you call the base? I guess the base
Yeah.
of a shot glass. So it's kind of like a little baby
stem.
shot cocktail glass looking thing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I did a black
Like a goblet, mini goblet.
a like black sugar rim. It's
Thanks,
supposed to be
Brad.
black sugar rim, but they only had like black sprinkles at both
Oh,
barns.
cute.
So I tried to mush them up to make it
Got
like
the job done.
smaller.
It works. It's spookier this
And then
way.
I cut out and I glued little ghosty eyes and faces on the glasses. So
And
cheers,
there's a cute
everybody.
little stripy straw.
You can really taste the cupcake.
Oh, is there cupcake in here?
Yes.
Did we say the ingredients of this thing, Sam? Did you say that right?
Not particularly. I said it was sweet, and I said it's creme de cacao.
Oh, yeah.
I can
But
feel the
there's
cupcake.
ice cream and whipped cream and a cupcake.
That is quite the difference
Oh
from the
my.
last
You'll
one.
have to share the recipe for the folks at home.
Yeah.
Yes. So this does taste very much like a milkshake to me.
Wait,
Yes.
Do we need to save any for later? Is there more?
I mean, there's a bit more in the blender.
Okay, just in case.
But I can always make a
Don't
second
finish
round.
it, Laura.
It's it's a shot.
I know. I struggled with this because I was like, it's a shooter, so like I might have to make a second round of them because it's
That's really good.
yeah. Anyways, so this is like a really fun one. I feel like you could really easily make this a mocktail for kids as well.
Yes.
Like it's a fun and I think for this one I just thought it was a very cute like party forward one where
Yes.
it would
Yeah.
be fun to serve
Yeah.
a bunch of them.
I'm a
So
big fan.
That was why I picked this one and it just sounded I don't know, delicious. What's not to love with a bunch? But this is the one I brought the ingredients home, and Brad saw me walk in with like ice cream cupcakes, sprinkles, and he was like, "We're doing very different things."
I'm pretty sure Sam doesn't know the topic of what we're doing.
I was like, you're making
Cupcakes?
cocktails with a cupcake?
And that was when I was confused too, and I was like, "Oh darn, I don't think I'm making a cocktail." And he was like, "What is happening?"
Oh boy, this is delicious.
Yeah.
very good,
This is
though.
really good. You can't really taste the alcohol content
Yeah.
of it, really, but
I get a
I mean,
hint of it.
any hint
Just a
of
hint.
chocolate
Yeah.
is the alcohol.
Yeah.
makes it a little dangerous.
Oh, it was the creme de cacao. That was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Nice.
And between
Nice.
like these four
I like
shots,
it.
there's only really 2 ounces, so we're each only really getting half an ounce
Nice.
of booze here.
Nice. All
Yeah.
right.
Nicely
Brad.
done.
Thank you.
It's your turn. What do you got as your first nomination?
Okay, well, yeah, here's my cocktail.
Do we look?
everybody. Yeah, you can open your eyes.
Whoa. Look at this thing.
What's going on
Oh
here?
my goodness. Yes. Tell the people, Brad.
Tell us
So,
more, Brad.
I really like prohibition and pre-prohibition cocktails. So I didn't really go with many sweet and cupcakey cocktails. I looked up ones that are more like old or like riffs on old ones.
Yep.
So this one is
I always
called...
knew Brad was an old timey soul.
Yeah, this one's called The Haunted House.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Paint the word picture,
Also,
Brad.
tell us about those ice cubes. Are they giant?
I wish. No, they're just regular,
they're just regular
ice
ice cubes.
Yeah, but I put a whole bunch in there. So this cocktail was created in 2011 by Jeremy Ortel.
That's not old timey at all.
I know, but it's in the style
Yes.
of an old fashioned. So if you know old fashions, it's kind of like that. It's mostly a rum and rye cocktail. But yeah, if you've ever had an old
Rum
fashioned
and rye.
rum and rye, one shot of each. And then you've got a half ounce of Swedish punch, which I'd never heard of and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I ended up making something similar. I looked up like some substitutes It was like a 2-day process.
Oh, damn.
It was like a whole thing. And we had to go to Quebec to get a specific ingredient because they didn't have it
Listeners,
near
in
us
case you're
Ottawa.
wondering, Brad and Sam are in Ottawa,
Yes, we're
not in
Ottawa.
Kitchener, so that's not quite as impressive as you might think.
So
but
it's
still
a
impressive.
half ounce of Swedish punch and then a 1/4 ounce of ginger syrup, which was also homemade. And a couple dashes of Angostura bitters. And then some orange for garnish on the top.
So a little orange peel
So is
on
it
top.
spooky because it's orange?
Well, it's called the Haunted House.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's spooky from the name.
Where's the house? Is the orange peel the roof?
Can I drink it?
It doesn't have to be literal.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. I have
No one
not
asked you where the
tried any of
vampire's
these.
lips were, Tongue.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you go first.
Whew. Oh, that's gonna get Laura. That is.
Oh my God.
Strong.
It
Okay.
is strong, but it is
It's
good.
delicious.
The chilled glass is really nice, Brad.
Yeah.
Oh yes, chilled glass as well.
Yeah.
Preferably over a really large ice chunk. Hopefully you can taste like the
Did you have your sip? I don't think you should have
One
it.
It is, you know what? I do like it a lot
but
more
it's
than I
got
like
like an
most
autumny
old-fashioned
flavor,
things.
right?
Yeah.
Like it's got the ginger syrup.
Yeah, there's something like
Yeah.
there's
I
like an
mean,
echo in
Swedish
the back of my
punch
throat.
is so I ended up making it with this stuff called cachacha, which is like fermented and distilled. What was it called?
I can taste the Manhattan, but it does somehow taste more autumnal.
It echoes in your mouth.
Yeah, it
yeah.
tastes more autumny than a normal Manhattan.
Yeah.
The Swedish punch is kind of like, in a sense, like alcoholic tea, I think, something like that. So like the what I did was this cane sugar, I think it is. It's like fermented and distilled. So I got that, and then I had to mix that with like a clove, some cardamom, lemon, and that like steeped for a while. And then I also made tea, and then I like mixed it all. And then that was like the Swedish punch.
this
Wait, is Swedish
pretty
does
involved.
Swedish
I had
punch
to go
have
buy
alcohol?
Darjeeling
Yes.
tea and
Oh, so
like,
there's more
all this
alcohol
stuff.
than
Oh,
just
yeah.
rum and rye.
Yeah, this drink is very up my alley. Yeah.
Sorry, go back to Sam. Darjeeling tea?
Darjeeling.
Yes.
So we needed a black tea to put in with this. I don't know. Brad made a whole kind of chemistry set to make this drink.
Questions, Laura? Do you like the drink? I don't really know. You went for
I like
3
it.
sips. You went for
I
3
did.
sips, which
I
I'm
did. I
really
wanted
scared
the
of.
full taste. They were incredibly tiny sips. My mouth barely got wet. So
I've heard
we'll be
that
fine.
before.
We'll be fine. I liked it a lot more than so the cocktails that are primarily comprised of alcohol I tend to avoid because I'm a noted lightweight and also because I don't love them, the flavor, but this one I quite enjoyed the flavor, but I would have to drink that very slowly.
Oh, yes.
I will say, I hate to bring it up, but I kind of love to bring it up. We're only, not even through round 1, and some things have already happened behind the scenes. We're going to break the glass wall a little bit, a little peek behind the curtain, but...
No, we broke the glass.
We broke the glass. We broke a glass.
Yeah.
We broke a glass because when one of us breaks a glass, Brad,
We all break a glass.
So keep count every time we break a glass tonight. Take a
Well,
shot.
hopefully it's not more than one.
I hope that's
Yeah,
it.
me too. Who knows though? Who knows? But delicious drink, Brad. That was the haunted house. Let's
you.
move on to Laura's drink. What do you got for your first nomination?
My drink, and you may open your eyes,
Oh,
and Orange You Glad It's Halloween-arita.
Did you make this up? Did you make this up?
This is a bit of a riff on a couple of cocktails I saw online.
I thought we were all just taking recipes online and Laura combined.
I will say, with some visual additions, this is a recipe from online, but the drink isn't entirely ready yet.
What do you mean?
Oh, my God.
Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, can you first describe to the people what
Yes.
we're looking at?
We are looking at an orange margarita with
Like
an
a blood
orange
orange.
slice. It looks like a blood orange, Brad, but that's mostly food coloring.
Okay. Oh,
It's just a regular, what are the regular oranges called?
oranges.
Navel orange.
Navel orange. And we have a black rim.
What's on the rim?
That, my friend, is a very special ingredient known as activated charcoal,
Oh.
which may cause constipation. We'll see what happens.
So drink around it.
Excuse me?
It's a
That is
very
spooky.
small amount. Very small amount. I didn't think of sprinkles for the ram.
So you have like a tumbler glass,
Yeah.
black constipated rim.
Yeah.
Orange
Also, know
slice.
you may have noticed that the ice cubes are not clear.
Yes.
I did notice this.
And that's because they are colored with beets. They were supposed to be purple. They came out as sort of
You bought beets?
sort of gray.
Well, it
excuse me,
matches
not
your
beets.
rim, though.
I thought
Red
they were
cabbage,
like
red cabbage.
zombie-
Red cabbage.
Oh.
But they were supposed to be purple. It was for a different cocktail altogether. It didn't work. But I thought they'd look nice here
Yeah.
for the Halloween theme.
Okay, so
like it.
once again, tumbler glass, black rim, orange
Yeah.
slice garnish, kind of like
Margarita.
a purpley
Purpley gray.
ice cube.
It goes well with the black rim, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And then let's call it like a reddish orange color for the drink.
Yeah, like blood orange.
Blood
Yeah.
orange, but it's not a blood orange.
But it's not
And
a
it's not
blood
done.
orange.
And it's not
And
done.
it's not done.
It's like
not
a
done.
watered down season.
If you may comment on what I'm doing, as I'll be away from the microphone for this next bit.
Seems
Oh my
to.
God,
what
She's
is
got
happening?
contraptions, everybody. Ooh, she's got a really big matchstick, like a foot long matchstick.
And there's fire near the mixing board.
Fire and an orange slice. Oh, expressing orange over the drink.
Wait, expressing orange?
Yeah.
Can you describe that, Brad? What is that?
Where you take like a shaving, what do you call it, from an orange, where you
peel?
like peel off, and then you like squeeze it over a flame, and it's like, and then like the juice is light on fire.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah,
Me
I did. I
either.
expressed orange on my one as well, but not with fire.
Gross.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. I expressed orange and
I
flame.
expressed orange all
Would
over
you
my
care to
drink.
take a sip?
I expressed my coffee this morning.
Please have a sip.
We'll drink around the charcoal though.
Wait, the charcoal's the rim?
Wait, you don't want the charcoal?
What do you think, Brad?
It's interesting.
Have a sip, Sam.
Is that tequila?
It is.
Oh, gonna get
Oh,
silly.
It is. Oh my goodness. It's round one, and I already feel like it's gonna get way
Oh
too.
my God.
After
It
theirs,
does.
I was like, am I gonna make the only strong ones? But that's pretty strong tasting.
Laura, can
But
you-
wait,
Oh, there's more?
it's not done.
Oh my goodness. All right, she's got something in her pocket.
It's not done. I'm so confused. There's so many plot twists with this
Why
drink.
did we drink it before it wasn't done?
Oh my god, are you poisoning us with more charcoal? What is happening?
Brad, what is happening on that side?
It's like some kind of pill that she just broke open. I think it's more of that charcoal after I really didn't want to get constipated, but now it's getting stirred in.
Last night it didn't make me
Oh my god, it's so black now. Okay, that was pretty cool.
Okay,
This is like a magic act.
Wait, what happened? So we had this orange, pinkish
Yeah.
drink, and
Yeah.
Laura put a pill and cracked it open
yeah,
over it,
yeah.
and she stirred it, and now it's
Now
a
it's like
a
black.
black
Yeah.
drink. I'm gonna go ahead and say it looks less appealing.
I mean,
Drinking this?
I was
Yeah.
like, I was perfectly fine how it was.
points for presentation, but that's pretty cool.
It does look cool.
And that, my friends, is a midnight margarita.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
the name change.
Wait,
Hey, if Captain America and the Falcon or whatever can change its name, so can we.
I mean, I have so much to unpack from what you just said, and
My
I will
goodness.
not go there. But so it's a midnight margarita.
It
now.
tastes the same.
So I'm picturing that in Nightmare Before Christmas, the mayor, his face flips and he's like happy and then crazy, and that's what this drink is.
Yes, it's a little bit of Dr.
So
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
what's in it?
Yeah, you
aside
should-
from
Yeah, we should
You
learn
should tell
more.
the people
black
what
So
it
the
is,
ingredients
Yeah, tequila.
will be shared. We've got tequila. We've got freshly squeezed orange juice, navel oranges, some triple sec, a bit of simple syrup, and a bit of lime. I think that's everything.
So the magic trick that you just did,
Yeah.
where you turned a pink drink into a black drink,
Yeah.
what did that do besides color? What is it supposed to do besides
Yeah.
change color? I'm just curious.
Oh, it makes it black.
Oh, that's it.
So it's
Yeah.
a midnight margarita.
Kind of feel like
Memory.
I'm drinking gruel now or something.
but it tastes good still.
It does taste good.
It tastes the same.
Does.
And our tongues are going to turn black.
This is just
Great.
Until my
fun just
drink.
keeps coming.
Didn't we say?
We're just changing our body chemistry. now.
Didn't we say that scare factor counts?
Well, you said
Well,
that.
nobody agreed to that. Nobody agreed to
Now
that.
you're all scared of getting constipated.
Yeah.
Points for Laura.
Points for Laura. Great drink, Laura. Great round one,
Very
everyone.
cool.
I
Yeah.
will say that I'm already starting to feel
I'm not.
a little bit. I'm not there in terms of tipsiness yet, but it can happen at any moment.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to happen in round two for sure.
Yeah.
So how about we? What we're going to do is we're going to take breaks between rounds so we can prepare our next drink. So how about we take a short little break, and when we're back, we're going to get into round 2 of Halloween cocktails.
Top five.
All right, we're back. We're ready for round 2 of our spooky Halloween cocktails. How's everyone feeling so far? How's
Pretty
everyone
good.
feeling? Pretty good?
Yeah.
In the
Thirsty.
dark.
Yeah. Everyone's eyes are closed right now because I went and prepared my drink, and I refuse to let them open their eyes yet until I say go, which I won't say yet because this is really funny to me. That closing your eyes. I know.
I feel
know.
great.
Okay, so I welcome you to open your eyes at the next cocktail.
Oh,
Yes.
my.
Baby. All right, so
We will not run out of this one.
no.
Oh, she looks thick.
Let me
She
talk about
looked
it.
thick.
I'll talk about it. So what I have in front of me is a big old punch pitcher here.
Wait, what's in the bottom?
I'm gonna describe it. Brad, let me. I'll put it. I wanted to get into the spooky spirit here. So as I was searching through cocktails online and whatever, I ran into this one. I'm like, look at this fucking weird thing. This is called Berry Eyeball Punch.
Oh, boy.
Now, it only looks more gross than it actually probably is. And again, I haven't taste tested this. I have no idea. But I'm going to describe to the people what it is first, and then we'll get into it. So, first of all, I made a huge picture of this because
It's enormous.
the ingredients for this thing was like, it serves 6 to 8, and I didn't
Oh
want
my
to cut back
God.
on it. Because I didn't want to mess with the ratio too much.
Sure, yeah.
I had no idea. And I was like, well, if it tastes really good, then we have a ton of alcohol to drink. So why everyone's like kind of freaking out is because there are lychee balls in the punch.
Oh, I thought they were tiny cabbages.
I thought they were eyeballs.
I thought they were eyeballs.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, Tongue really went to town on this.
So this is the ingredients. First of all, I had to puree a bunch of blackberries. I put in some lychee syrup, which was the hardest part to find.
Oh.
I had to go to T&T, and you get them in like a can, so you can find lychee. If it's not in season, you can find them in a can. And in the juices, that's what the syrup you would use. So I used some of that. It was like 3/4 cups of the syrup into like a blender, and then some lemon juice. And then I had to strain like all of it into a thing, and then throw some blueberry juice into it. It also asked for acai juice, which is impossible to find acai anything.
I think it's by the pomegranate
This
juice.
sounds very tropical and fruity.
It's near the vegetables.
I looked. You can't find it. So I found out that the substitutes for acai juice is blueberry. So I just
There we
used
go.
more blueberry juice. So hopefully it's okay. And then the fun part was like taking the lychees and then putting blueberries in the middle of it to make it look like
that's
eyeballs.
what's going on.
And that's all it is. And they're frozen. They're frozen blueberries. They're nothing crazy.
I mean, it's disgusting.
it looks.
It
Yeah.
does look fucking
It
gross.
looks fun.
I can't wait to say. So, listeners, we are looking at it in a red, like a transparent red or translucent pink punch. What do you call this container?
It looks like the
we
Kool-Aid
can't-
Man.
we can't really
Picture.
picture. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we can't really see the eyeballs yet until they're in a glass.
Well, until they hit the side of the picture.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
And
it
you
looks
see them like
spookier in this
scrape
container.
up against the sides. Ooh, I
I
like
had
the
to-
darkness.
Hello.
I had to keep upgrading the size. This drink, first it was in like a mason jar, and then it was in a regular size pitcher.
Oh my gosh! Thinking about the first mason jar you were holding.
Oh my god! Yeah, now it's in this giant pitcher, and let's get into
Yeah,
it. So,
I want to try it.
Brad, do you want to go ahead and scoop yourself some
Sure.
eyeballs?
This looks
what did you call this concoction?
This is called Berry Eyeball Punch. You gotta get some eyeballs. Yeah, that's good. There you go.
Yeah.
It looks very
berry-y.
Very spooky.
It's very berry-y, for sure. Lots of berry action going on in this drink.
But is it a cocktail?
It's a punch, and I mixed together a bunch of stuff. Oh, yeah, sorry, there's gin in there.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, that's true. So you could use, at the very end, you would put lemon lime soda. I use Sprite to go with it. And it calls for either spiced rum or gin. And we didn't have spiced rum, so I used gin.
It's very berry forward, and I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's very refreshing.
Yeah, it's
I'm
very
intrigued.
refreshing.
Let's see.
Also,
refreshing.
this is obviously, you can drink this non-alcoholic. I already forgot, I almost
Yeah.
forgot that there was alcohol in here for a second. I was too focused on the eyeballs. But yeah, I'm curious what it would taste like with
Do
spiced
we
rum.
eat the lychee?
Ooh, that's
You
really
can?
good.
You can. Lychees are
Very good.
Yeah,
If you ever
it's-
had lychees before, they're quite refreshing. Of
Yeah, very
I feel like I
refreshing.
could down this
Yeah,
picture
I could
right
down
now.
this drink as well.
Oh, so we all went from, ew, tongue, you gross motherfucker, bringing this gross, spooky drink to, you drink this entire pitcher.
It tastes like punch, but it looks like sangria.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
It does, yeah, punch.
I'm not convinced there's alcohol in there, though.
There's a cup of gin.
Oh my god.
You do not taste
Yeah, you
it
don't
at
taste the
all.
alcohol
A
at
full
all.
cup of gin in there.
All right.
The lychees are good. I tried an eyeball.
You tried
it was
an eyeball?
delicious.
I mean, they just taste like lychees.
Yeah.
I've
And
never
then
had a lychee.
you're about to, well, you don't like fruit, so I don't know.
Oh, is a lychee a fruit?
It's a fruit. Yeah.
I think the fact you like strained it is really good. So there's not like little like bits in
Yes.
it. It's just a very smooth drink, minus obviously the giant lychee eyeballs.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I had to strain
Yeah,
it quite
tasty.
a bit to get it
Yeah.
to a nice little level there. But yeah, that's the drink. I'll post it on
Nice.
the website.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, thank you. Sam, what do you got as your second nomination?
So sorry for the delay on this one. What
okay.
happened was I was making it and I was pouring it out of the cocktail shaker and I was like, this doesn't look like a lot of liquid. And then I was like, oh shit, I only prepped enough for one drink. So I had to like basically make it again.
Can we open our eyes?
Now you can open your eyes.
Do I detect a hint of rosemary?
Describe the
Alright.
drink,
Wow.
Sam.
So this is called a Black Widow Smash. The smash is because I muddled, if you will, actually,
Yeah.
bartender speak. Blackberries, rosemary, honey, lemon. And I muddled that up. And then I added tequila and bitters. And then I topped it off with sparkling water just for, more
Okay.
liquid. So yeah, I don't know what to expect here, but I picked it because it was kind of spooky because it's like a dark purpley color.
Wait, what's it called again?
Black Widow Smash.
Black Widow Smash.
Like Hulk Smash,
Yeah,
Black Widow
yeah.
Smash.
So it's still a classic looking
looks like a
cocktail.
brand
I
logo.
remember,
it's,
I remember Bruce Banner saying that. Black Widow Smash.
yeah, and it's like a classy looking cocktail still, and
It
I
is.
just really like. I'm a big sucker for rosemary, so I feel like I saw Black
Yeah.
Widow Smash, I saw the rosemary garnish, and I was just like, yep, that's for me.
Yep.
So yeah, I haven't tried it, but
Well,
it's,
here, you try
it's also a
first.
tequila based drink, so
Okay.
I shocked myself without going gin because I love gin, but I
That's
picked
fine.
tequila.
That means we've been bouncing around a little
I do
bit.
feel like we're probably a gin household for the most part.
Yeah, we have a huge bottle of gin
Yeah.
behind you there.
It's a departure from our previous drinks for sure.
It is.
It's,
Oh, it is. It's the sparkling
kinda
water.
nice.
That's
It's
good.
kinda nice,
the
but it's
sparkling
not
water is
sweet.
very forward,
Yeah.
so it really mutes the other things.
No, you can taste the tequila though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you can. For sure, it's a tequila, like sparkling water.
but
Everything
it's
else
not
is quite
strong.
subtle.
The
It's
tequila
not. And I
isn't
thought it would
overpowering.
be. So I was like misled by in the cocktail shaker because I threw like 8 blackberries in there, a bunch of rosemary, and like I said, the honey and lemon, and I muddled it. And then when I went to strain it over the ice, because it's like, okay, now strain it out into the drink, it made so little. Like what came out, I was like, okay, I'm topping this with mostly soda then. Like
Right.
I think if I were to do this, I should, if I had like sampled this one first, I would have like doubled the amount of the berry stuff for each drink because I think I would have liked a little more berry. But it's still kind of refreshing.
It is yummy.
Nice for a
It's
party sipper, I think.
Yeah.
Have we
it's-
talked-
I could drink this very quickly.
Have we talked
Yeah.
much presentation? How else
like
would you say?
not quite purple, not quite red.
Well, it kind of looks like a berry bramble to me. Yeah, like a very dark black purple.
Yeah.
No, not like black, but like a dark purple. Got
It's kinda
ice.
witchy,
got
which I like.
some
It
nice
is kinda
a
witchy.
sprig of rosemary poking out from above the rim.
Yes. What
Hey.
kind of glass do we got going on? Sam?
Anybody want to light up that rosemary? I got matches.
Just like a classic whiskey kind
Yeah.
of glass, you know? short little thing.
A tumbler, maybe?
Is that what it's
Is
called?
that a tumbler?
Yeah.
Do we- I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess
short.
there's different
It's like a
types of-
short tumbler. It's like a short whiskey tumbler.
Yeah. It's a glass.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
rocks glass? I don't know.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned glass?
I thought
Yeah, there you go.
that this would be the nicest one for it, but I
I
could
think
have put
you-
it in a
I think
bunch
you
of
chose
other things.
correctly.
Yeah.
No, I think this is good.
And you know what? Had I poured it in one of the tinier little glasses, then maybe I wouldn't have had so much soda water in it. It would have been a stronger, boozier.
I actually kind of
drink.
like the
No, I
soda
like it.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Goes down easy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well,
It also feels like a bit of a palate cleanser at the halfway
Yeah.
point.
It does. The
That's
soda
good.
really does
Overpowering.
cleanse the palate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd smash. All right, Brad, your second nomination. What do you got?
All right. So, you all can open your eyes.
Whoa. Wait, are these the
Okay.
same drink?
Yeah, so
just
that
in
was the
different
glass
glasses.
I broke.
I'm sorry for you having to relive that, Brad.
Here. So it's supposed to be in that glass, but I think it actually is maybe better in this one because you can see the color.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like two different
brown in
drinks.
this one.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because that glass is like
green.
black toned. It's like it got a black gradient from the base up, which I thought was kind of cool and
Yeah,
spooky.
gradient, that's
But it really shows like the bright. It's not even red. What would you call that? Like a muted orange, but it's like it's vibrant at the
blood
same time.
orange.
So
Brad, is this a vampire's kiss?
no.
Smell it, Laura.
No. So this is called the Psycho Killer.
Oh,
It smells like a psycho killer.
interesting.
What is that?
How many psycho killers have you smelled?
Do I detect sambuca? Licorice?
Well, not Sambuca,
Okay.
but what's it called? Ricard or
I don't
think
know,
it's called. It's
Ricard.
like it's a star anise
It is an
liqueur,
anise,
Ooh,
okay.
it
yeah,
smells
yeah.
so interesting.
which is a substitute. So I'll get to
Yeah,
that.
Okay.
describe
Okay.
the drink, Brad.
So I do have it in a coupe. No garnish necessary with this one. It speaks for itself.
Okay.
I think.
Have you had it before?
No,
But it does speak for itself.
but it does speak for itself. It's got this like almost like reddish orange
Yeah.
color. I think it's like vibrant. I don't know. It's a hard color to describe. It's kind of like
It's
like a red pumpkin.
sure
in a
yeah.
way.
It actually looks a lot like a lot of the drinks that we've had tonight. You know,
Yeah.
like all of the drinks that we've had tonight are a different color of red.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this drink was created in 2014 by Jillian Rose at Dead Rabbit in New York City. So this, much like my other drink, again, I prefer like more old-timey cocktails. So most of mine are trying to find riffs on like old style cocktails. So this one is supposed to be a riff on a Negroni. So it's kind of a style. It's in the
Negronis.
vein
of a Negroni or a Boulevardier.
Does it
that
also
kind
have
of drink.
high alcohol content?
Yeah, all
Here
of
we
mine
go.
do. So this one is, if you want to try it maybe while
Yes,
I'm listing the
yes.
ingredients.
Yeah.
So this one is mostly a whiskey drink, but it's
Wow.
it's 2 ounces of Irish whiskey, 3/4 ounces of cocoa nib infused Campari, which I had to infuse my own Campari with cocoa nibs, which took me forever to find cocoa nibs.
What are
Yeah.
cocoa
What are
nibs?
cocoa nibs?
I'm thinking
Or
nibs of candy.
cacao, like you turn them into chocolate. Like, that's like
like
cocoa
the thing.
nibs.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like the nib.
Like coffee beans, but
Yeah,
cocoa.
'cause if
not nibs, not the candy nibs.
No,
not the candy
not
nibs.
the
That's
candy
where my
nibs,
mind-
yeah.
my
'Cause
mind
Is this
went.
the one with the cocoa nib?
Yes.
There are so many flavors in this
So
drink.
Yeah, I'm
so
getting the chocolate now.
There's cocoa nib infused Campari. There's creme de cacao, which I used from you, and there's a creme de banane in here as
Oh, it's
well.
the banana
plus
that I'm
2
tasting.
dashes of. So this is the
I hate it.
substitute. It's supposed to be 2 dashes of absinthe.
Oh my god.
So I really did want to buy it, but absinthe is so fucking
Absinthe's ridiculously
expensive.
expensive.
So I looked up
2 dashes.
I know, but a lot of the old style cocktails call for absinthe, so I was like tempted, but I didn't want to spend like $80 on absinthe.
Yeah.
On like a little bottle.
500.
Yeah, exactly. So instead, I looked up, and apparently, I think it's pronounced Ricard. It's like RICARD. You can find it where the Campari is in the LCBO at least. But apparently that can be used as a substitute for absinthe because they're both kind of star
Interesting.
anise licorice type flavors, I believe. Like that.
never had
Apparently that's what absinthe tastes like. I haven't had it either.
It's crazy how all these flavors work together.
But, so it's basically banana, chocolate, whiskey is kind of, and where there should be some bitterness from the Campari in there too.
Yeah, definitely get the
I
bitterness.
really like
And
this.
I love Negronis. So
Do you taste the banana, Laura, as someone who hates banana anything mostly?
I can detect it,
Do you dislike that part of it?
of course.
Okay.
But I would say it's mostly outweighed by all the other flavors.
Yeah.
There's
Like I said,
a
it's-
lot going on
Yeah,
there.
it's
Yeah.
very complex.
It's quite bitter
very
up front,
complex.
and then it's a lot smoother on the end.
Yeah, you kind of get like the whiskey on the end.
Yeah,
you can
with
really
the
pick out all
cocoa.
the flavors once you know what's in there.
Creme de cacao. Look, like it's just in every one of our drinks.
Yeah.
Well, at least one of mine.
Oh, I guess it's
One
that
of
makes- puts
mine.
it
One
in
of
there.
yours too?
well, you did it already in my
It is-
ghosties.
Oh, the
It's
ghosties.
not in mine.
Interesting.
Does that mean your next drink has
I'm a fan.
creme de cacao in it?
It's good. So yeah, if you like Negronis or Boulevardiers, you could try this
Hey.
one.
I like the nibs.
Yeah. Which first, so yeah, for the cocoa nib infused Campari, it was basically a tablespoon of cocoa nibs and then a cup of Campari or half cup. I actually can't remember now. And you basically just let it sit for a couple hours and it like,
Interesting.
yeah, infuses the Campari.
So is this a lot of your drinks take a long time to make?
Yeah.
It seems, Brad. It's a little bit more involved because there's like more like complex ingredients. Like you don't have them at the ready.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? You got to make some in advance.
Well, now I do.
No, yeah. Also, just to bring it back to Disney for a second.
Yeah. Always.
Someone said Coco, and then I think someone said
Mama Coco.
well, someone also said and then all I hear is Cocoa and now it's in my head. The Pocahontas song.
Do I marry Coco?
Anyways, that's not very Halloween forward, so let's move on
Yeah,
to
don't dress up as Pocahontas for Halloween.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah,
Just
Oh yeah, what was this called again? How,
Oh yeah, let's
The
go.
Psycho
Kill.
Killer.
Oh, psycho,
Psycho killer.
yeah, Sam.
It could kill me. Does that make me a psycho?
A lot
Taste
of mine are
smell.
more based off of the name.
Yeah. Which psycho does it smell like?
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah, who's your favorite?
I'm gonna refrain from that.
Let's go on to Laura's next nomination. Laura, show us the spooks.
My drink is prepared, everyone. But before you open your eyes, I will first of all let you know that you each have your own
Oh.
individual drink.
Oh.
And I think that's everything, but for some reason I'm really enjoying you all sitting with your eyes closed. So I'm going to turn on my camera so that I can get your reactions. Okay, Tuong, open your eyes.
Oh.
Sam, open your eyes.
Whoa!
Brad, open your eyes.
This is wild. This was on my list of things I almost did.
Oh, really?
I renamed it though. This is a Bloody Mary transfusion
Oh.
Wow.
Instead of a Bloody Mary shot.
instead of a blood transfusion.
Oh.
It's a Bloody Mary
So these
transfusion.
dishes were for her cocktail.
Laura, describe and where did you
So,
get these
listeners,
syringes?
You may be confused. Let me tell you what, Tuong. I went to 3 pharmacies, a Walmart, and a superstore in order to get these. And then finally I realized that the only way to get syringes is to ask a pharmacist. So I asked a pharmacist. I was very nervous because I was not willing to lie to her about why I needed them. But she just asked me how many, and I said 4. And then she said 3 milliliters, and I said, "Have you got 10?" And she gave me 4 10-milliliter
For free?
syringes, and I walked out of the building. Yes,
Wow.
indeed.
That's why you need to go to Rexall and Shoppers Drug Mart
Yeah.
for these.
Well, it was the second Shoppers. The first Shoppers, I was too scared to ask. But I have served these syringes of a Bloody Mary transfusion up on a plate with the other required surgical utensils, which are a pickled bean and some olives on a stick.
Wow.
Can you describe the actual thing inside the syringe as well?
Yeah,
Like, what-
it's a Bloody Mary. So we are looking at a Caesar but inferior. We've got tomato juice, and the liquor is vodka. And also in there is some lemon juice, horseradish, Worcestershire, Tabasco.
Is it just a Bloody Mary inside a
It
syringe?
is just a Bloody Mary inside a syringe.
Okay, cool.
No
The
surprises.
presentation is pretty good.
No surprises. So do you guys want to inject this into our mouths together?
Are we only doing half or are we doing all?
What do we do?
I don't know.
We
I
should
don't know
do-
how this is going to go down.
I worry it's gonna
I'm just
like
going to put it in and
hit the back.
This is gonna squirt really hard because you have to really like.
why don't I
shove
go
it.
first?
Yeah, please.
Sam, never say that again.
the syringes give you a lot of control.
Okay.
Yeah.
This,
Okay,
I mean, you got the spook factor down because I'm terrified.
Exactly. She's spicy.
Ooh,
gonna go
good
ahead.
spice.
You want this video, Laura?
Good kick.
Yeah, the horseradish really gets you.
I don't know how to do.
I'm afraid to do mine.
Can you do it with your other hand?
Like this one?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm smoking a pipe.
Tongue looks very awkward doing this.
It sure is a Bloody Mary.
Spicy though, I liked it. That was
It's
good.
spicy.
But
You
I
finish
really-
yours?
I'm gonna try to save half.
Sam looks like she's
Oh,
legitimately
it goes
injected.
in way easier than I thought. I was picturing it like you really having
shooting
to
out.
like.
Yeah.
When
But-
I was looking for the syringes, so you can't buy syringes. You just have to get them from a pharmacist.
You can't buy
directly.
them online,
or like
eh?
they come. You can buy them online, but it's like
You get like
I wasn't
100
sure.
of them?
I wasn't sure they were going to arrive
I
in time.
love the horseradish.
Yeah.
And
Tasty
and
Bloody
so
Mary.
as she was taking them out for me, she goes, "Do you need needles?" And I was like, "Oh God, no! I don't need any needles. I just
Were you scared to tell her what it was for?
yeah."
Did you plug our podcast after?
I didn't tell her. She didn't ask.
Oh.
But I was worried that she'd be like, "You're wasting my time and your tax dollars."
And wasting medical equipment that could go to other people. Hey, you know what? They're going to a good cause right
Yeah.
now.
I
some
don't know
reason-
if I've ever had a Bloody Mary now that I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
I
it.
don't know
I
if I
always
have.
only do Caesars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
I wasn't sure if you two were tomato juice people because some people are really grossed out by
Only if
Caesars.
there's
and-
alcohol in it.
Oh, like that's the only time you'll.
Yeah, like Caesar's Bloody Mary.
I like Caesars, but that's Clamato, not.
What
You
was
know
in
what?
this again?
So this was so your olives, tomato juice instead of clamato,
Oh, okay.
but then vodka, lemon juice, horseradish, Worcestershire Tabasco. What was the other ingredient? That might be it.
Love.
Love.
Yeah. Was
The
your
secret
last drink
ingredient is love.
also vodka?
No, my last drink was tequila because it was a margarita.
Tequila, yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent. The presentation is
Yeah.
what makes this.
Yeah, you've been knocking it out
Thank
of the
you.
park with
Thank you,
presentation.
everyone. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
very, very impressive.
That's so
just
nice.
wait for round 3 because that's about to happen. But before that happens, we all gotta make our drinks, get ready for round 3. So we'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Top five.
All right, everyone, we are back for the final round of Halloween cocktails. Again, check in. How is everyone feeling so far? Sam, Brad, Laura.
Good.
Has the ghost got into you yet? Are you all drunk on Halloween spirit?
My ghost is sleepy.
Yeah, I'm feeling the spirit.
I'm feeling
chipper.
possessed.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
what? We're going to get all freaky now because
Okay.
I saved my showstopper.
Okay.
The final round here, and I cannot wait. I'm surely going to win points with Laura, 100%. But here we go. Go ahead and open your eyes.
Holy
Whoa.
shit.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. This is right up my
That's
alley.
intense.
That's gonna
All
get.
right.
That's gonna give me a tummy ache.
Yeah, that's a lot of chocolate and peanut butter.
For those of you at home, obviously you don't know what it is yet. It is drunken peanut butter cups is what it's called.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is quite an involved process, but when I think of Halloween,
Yeah,
I think
candy.
of chocolate,
Yeah.
obviously. And, I think Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is like a very classic Halloween chocolate. Would you agree?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like a trick or treat
Yeah.
candy
For sure.
chocolate, like you want it, right? And then when I saw this recipe, I'm like, I need to try it. Although I didn't realize how involved it was. It's like a paragraph of what I had to do, but I had to prepare it overnight, essentially.
Okay.
So I had to make Reese's Pieces infused vodka.
Ah.
So that was the whole thing. That's what the mason jar was for, Laura.
Oh, okay.
So I basically put some Reese's Pieces into a mason jar, put vodka in it, and just put it in the fridge overnight. Then I strained it. Then it has milk. It has 2 ounces of chocolate liqueur, which is our creme de la cacao.
Cacao.
Cacao. And then I just put peanut butter around the rim. I crushed up some more Reese's Pieces, rolled some of that around there, put some chocolate syrup. You might not even see it, but chocolate
Oh,
syrup
yeah,
is
at
in
the
there.
bottom.
Yeah.
And to top it all off, there's an actual Reese's Peanut Butter Cup that is just hanging out as garnish. So go ahead. Try
Okay.
it out. Did you take a picture
I
already?
feel like my eyes and senses are both being assaulted with Reese's Pieces
Oh my God. It tastes like one of my favorite cereals, Reese Puffs.
It is very Reese's Pieces forward.
Yeah.
If
Oh
you
my
do not
God.
like Reese's Pieces, this
Yeah.
whole thing is
It
Reese's
is
Pieces.
so Reese's Pieces forward.
Reese's
and I love
Pieces
it.
vodka, Reese's Pieces actual,
Holy
Reese's
crap.
like a Reese
Smells
cup.
so good, though.
It's so Reese's Pieces.
It smells like it's just Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, Laura has gone silent, which means she's probably eating the chocolate right now.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
chocolate infused vodka is interesting.
What do you think, Laura?
Just eating the chocolate rim.
Now, I need someone. I haven't tried it yet, so if you can go ahead and take a sip so I can get in there. How is it?
Those are really good.
Yeah?
If you like Reese's Pieces,
Yeah.
which I mean, who doesn't really? It kind of
not for
tastes
me.
like it's like watered down. Like the actual drink itself tastes, like watered down Reese's Pieces chocolate.
Which
in
is
a
why it
way.
tastes like the cereal. It's the
Yeah,
milk.
it's
Because you
very
said there's
like
milk
the
in
milk
it, right?
from the cereal
milk.
at the
Yeah,
end.
there's milk in
yeah.
it.
There's milk. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very obviously you don't taste the vodka because vodka doesn't really have a flavor, so it's more just like very thin chocolate taste. Yeah. Was there anything else in it? I can't remember.
The
now.
vodka and milk.
vodka,
The cacao.
Milk
milk.
and
the creme de cacao.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Three ingredients.
Yeah.
Oh, and the chocolate syrup.
And the chocolate syrup, which just adds a little extra more chocolate
So
to
the-
a very big chocolate.
It's very
kind of-
desserty.
This is a very treat, like Halloween
Yeah.
treat.
Well, it is called Drunken Peanut Butter Cups, so I think it's exactly what is advertised.
Yeah.
I just love the presentation of it, though. I think it's really cool.
And the color of it then comes from, because it's not clear, it's not white, it's like almost peanut butter colored.
Yeah.
That comes from the Reese's Pieces vodka.
Yeah, and then I think the milk colors it to be a little bit more light because I have some in the fridge still,
Yeah.
and it's definitely more darker. And I was gonna save
okay.
some of that chocolate and eat it later.
Nice.
But I
Yeah.
and accidentally threw it out. But actually, it turns out making Reese's Pieces infused vodka extremely easy.
yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I think
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah.
It's fun. It's
quite
fun.
the treat.
It's a
Yeah.
a treat. It's a dessert.
It is. It is a dessert. Yeah.
I'm glad you saved it for last versus like
Yeah.
first.
First, yeah, that would be the wrong move.
Yeah.
Cool. All right,
Nice.
Sam, hit us with your final nomination.
All right, everybody. Now, this was not the best glassware choice. So it's a very full drink. Could have used a bigger glass, but it made it. And I'm kind of following suit on Tuong with, I think this was the most labor of love for me for the drinks. And I also saved it for last, not only because I'm proud of the work I put in, but also because it does feel like a dessert drink as well. It's a post-meal kind of treat. And you can open your eyes.
Ooh.
Oh my.
It does look kind of
That
desserty
little works
too.
well in that glass. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Look at that.
I
Little,
like it. Yeah. What kind of glass is this?
What do you call this? It's like a
It's like a stemless martini
almost,
glass
like that
in a
shape.
way.
It's kind of like that weird openy
Yeah.
shape. So this is a take on the White Russian. It's called Jack Skellington's White Russian.
Oh, I think I saw this.
That seems such like a lazy name. Jack Skellington.
It's a white Russian, but it's gotta be
but
Halloween
it's not
based.
it's not just in the name for me that makes this drink Halloweeny. I do like White Russians. I don't have them frequently because to me they are like a treat. But this one is special and spooky because it involves pumpkin. So I made my own like brown sugar simple syrup that is in this drink. And for that simple syrup, I also made a pumpkin butter. So I made the pumpkin butter that was an ingredient in the simple syrup, and then the simple syrup's in the drink. So it
Fancy.
that was where the labor of love came in. But otherwise, I mean, it's Kahlua and vodka, the simple syrup, and then some cream.
And
so
you have a little bit of something
yes,
on top.
I've garnished the top with cinnamon.
Cinnamon. So it's like it looks like a
So it should
brownish
be
drink, like a
it'll be
Kahlua kind of drink,
sweetie kind of
Yeah.
White Russian Kahlua type coffee. Oh yeah, there's a bit of
Yeah.
espresso.
It looks like
in
an
them
espresso martini.
as well. So again,
Yeah.
after dinner kind of drink.
This
So
is exactly
everybody give
what
it a
Laura
whirl.
needs. So
Yeah, that's what I
get in
thought.
there.
I was like, it's a
I'm
good last
fine.
rounder, but it's very strong as well.
That is not bad for
All
me.
of mine are very strong.
Yeah.
I like the smell of cinnamon you get when
Oh,
you
yeah.
drink from it.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
Cap's dreaming about it.
Yeah,
Cap's dreaming of cocktails over there.
Yeah.
You can really taste the Jack Skellington.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not really getting the Are you getting the pumpkin? I'm not really.
Not really. I'm tasting the cinnamon.
Yeah,
I
or
can
cinnamon.
feel it as a pumpkin spice latte drinker. I will say. I can
Honestly,
taste
the
it.
pumpkin is a very mild ingredient. Like I said, the pumpkin is like I made a pumpkin butter. That's
Yeah.
very pumpkin-y, and that I've been using. You can use to like put in coffee or use as like pie filling or whatever for baking. So I brought the pumpkin butter with me even because I forgot that it doesn't actually need to go in the drink, but I brought it. But it was used to make the simple syrup, which is more brown sugar forward than it is pumpkin. So it's not really a pumpkin forward drink. It's just like a baby
there's a
ingredient in the
little hint
syrup.
of it.
You
I
know?
get it. I get
It's in there.
There's a hint. Yeah.
There's a hint. There's a hint.
Yeah. But I would say it's more like coffee forward.
To be fair, now that I'm thinking about it, the like picture, their presentation on the recipe I went with had like skull glasses, and I almost bought these skull glasses at HomeSense, and I'm
that
like,
would've been dope.
that would have been.
Laura asked when we were at like Superstore, there was like skull.
It was like a
Yeah.
very, very cheap
Yeah.
plastic cup with a straw that was shaped, and it was shiny. It was shaped like a skull, and I was like, "Do we need these?"
I was trying to
Yeah.
find skewers with a skull on the end for my
cool.
first one. That's with the skewer.
That
but
would have been cool.
Yeah.
no dice.
Hey, great drink.
Yeah,
great
nicely
drink. Actually,
done.
you know what? It's such a nice one to have at the end.
like another sip.
Towards the end of the nomination rounds because it's getting me back up.
Right? Is it jazzing you up?
It is. It jazzing me up for Brad's final nomination.
Bradley.
Right. Okay. So for my final drink, it's not as desserty. I kind of went a different direction, but I went more for hopefully a showmanship style drink.
I appreciate that.
You can go ahead and open your eyes.
Oh, what's going on here, Brad?
Brad, you have to describe
Is that
it.
an inside out lime?
It's an inside out lime. So it's kind of full. So be careful when you go to bring it up. I did bring a little bit more ginger beer just so I couldn't fit it all in. But yet another drink that I really like are Moscow Mules.
Oh, I like a Moscow
So
Mule.
this is called the El Diablo. It's a tiki style drink because I do love tiki and I love Moscow Mule. So this is
Yeah.
in that vein of drink. This is definitely an old drink. This is from 1946, and you can find it in Trader Vic's Book of Food and Drink, which is like an
Okay.
old cocktail book that people use.
move it to
Yeah,
take
don't
a
move it
picture.
yet because there's
Yeah.
there's like a performance element to it.
Oh my
perform-
god!
Yeah.
Gotta capture this on video.
Performance.
So it used to be called the Mexican El Diablo, and then they changed that to just El Diablo for obvious reasons. 1946, everybody. Because as I said early on, I really like Prohibition era or pre-Prohibition cocktails. They're just more like booze forward and less sweet and strong, some more sipping drinks. But they don't do a lot of tequila drinks back then. But because of Prohibition, when everything was gone, they started doing some more tequila-based stuff. And that's why you get this one. But this is a buck style, which is also called a mule style. That's Moscow Mules. And Dark and Stormies, I also really like. That would be in a similar vein. So this, as I said, is El Diablo. And it is 1.5 ounces of Reposado tequila, a half ounce of fresh lime juice. And then you shake that up. And then you pour
We
it
heard
into...
you shaking.
Yeah.
That's a good shake.
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
got to shake vigorously. Then you put it in a highball glass with ice and you pour ginger beer in at the same time. So that's basically the 3 ingredients. And then the lime that I used, I cut in half and I inverted that lime. Yeah. So it looks kind of creepy. And then I filled that.
What is in the lime?
And then in the lime is a half ounce of creme de cassis.
Is that licoricey?
It's a black currant liqueur.
It looks like soy sauce.
It's not soy sauce, though. Importantly,
Excellent.
don't use soy sauce.
Yeah,
in
that's-
this.
I'm
It
going to
won't be as
smell
good.
it.
Yeah.
I'm going to
So,
smell it.
yeah, don't
won't be
spill
as
it though,
good.
because I haven't done the performance
Don't
part.
spill it.
It
You could
smells
also
good.
do this with ginger ale if you want. But when I was looking up the cocktails, I thought it was interesting that this used to be made with ginger ale, like Trader Vic's calls for ginger ale. But that's because ginger beer used to actually be alcoholic back in the day.
But now
and
it's-
now ginger beer is more what ginger ale was back then. So you want that like bite from the ginger.
Yeah.
So hopefully this ginger beer that we got at, I don't know, some
I mean,
store is
that's
probably
the ginger
good.
beer that I've
Yeah,
I've seen that ginger beer.
you
around.
want that ginger bite. And so yeah, the performance part, and Laura, I'll maybe let you do yours.
Oh.
But what you want to do
got the
is
video tongue?
you push down a little bit and you let the creme de cassis just like fall, and it should hopefully look like it's like bleeding into the drink.
Oh, whoa. That is...
What?
That is... I'm sorry, audience at home, that you cannot see this. It looks like blood is dripping down a window and into the glass, and it's changing the color.
And then
everything.
you can obviously stir it in, so you don't only get creme de cassis.
Wow, and I'm just weirded
It's very
out by
full.
a reverse line. I didn't even know you could do that with a line.
And that's the El Diablo.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
So
Yeah.
I would actually suggest not drinking from the straw, unless you
Okay.
mix it pretty well.
Why?
Because otherwise you're gonna like only get the creme de cassis, or you could drink from just like the middle-ish maybe. The straw was more to like tip it, and then it's getting very full though. So here, Sam, you have a sip.
Yeah, I would love to hear
Wow.
a taste test. The performance of it is fantastic. Yeah, so the drink has changed color. It's
So
it's
yeah,
more
because
that-
it's like a ginger ale color, or not? Yeah, ginger
Oh, I
ale.
love the taste,
Yeah,
but I'm
and
very
then when you tip
ginger.
the
yeah.
inverted lime, when you tip the creme de cassis, it like pours down like blood and liquid as it like goes down to the bottom, and it changes the drink into more of a blood color.
hell yeah.
The El
my
Diablo.
God.
Can you explain what a tiki drink is?
No, I don't know.
It's spooky
yeah,
to
so-
you.
Do you like tiki drinks?
I do. It's a lot of like rum based drinks. This one's obviously tequila. There's usually a lot of ingredients, so I don't make them very often. They're kind of
also
labor
like
intensive.
Right? It's so tasty.
Very tasty.
Wow, you can really taste the inverted
Very dark and
lime.
stormy. Yeah.
Silly.
The inverted lime. I'm thinking of the Simpsons bit with the like hat and the plum and
Oh
the
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if you want a
I
little
like
bit
it.
extra ginger beer, it's here as well. But so yeah,
Oh
that's
shit, man. That was
the El Diablo.
Brad, I'm impressed.
Thank
you.
I'm impressed on many levels.
Yeah,
Oh, it's so good.
it's really good.
All right. Well, we're finally there into the final nomination.
Oh.
Laura, the final drink. Give it to us.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
All right.
I decided that we needed to lighten things up a bit, go with something less heavy, something that's a little bit more light, more boozy. And so I give you this. Open your eyes.
Holy
Just kidding.
Oh my god.
It is a boozy screamsicle shake.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Damn.
Holy
Presentation.
I
Yeah.
forgot my camera. Will
Off
you
the
take a video?
charts. Yeah.
My phone.
Presentation is off the charts.
Thank you.
yeah.
We are looking at a glass mug with an Oreo cookie and chocolate sauce rim with some extra chocolate sauce lining the inside of the mug. And then we have a vanilla vodka, milk, and orange sherbet shake with some whipped cream on top and a pumpkin marshmallow peep.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
And there you have it. Let me tell you.
I feel like I'm gonna get a cavity just from looking at this.
Let me tell you, they do not sell orange sherbet anymore. So I had to buy rainbow sherbet and dig out the orange. So you got a lot of pink and green sherbet in the freezer right now.
So as we were all listening to you make this drink, we
Yes.
heard the noise.
Yes, that was me getting excited about the drink.
Damn it, we'll never find out what that was. This looks very desserty and quite delicious. It does
Yes.
seem like something you
It seems
get at,
on
like,
track from your last two.
Yeah, yeah. I like
yeah.
the sugar.
I feel like
Yeah.
you could buy this at like a diner, like a fancy diner.
Maybe you could.
Like a shake kind of
Yeah.
thing. So, sorry, what is the alcohol content? Like, what
We
is...
were looking at vanilla vodka in this guy.
All right.
I also have to point out to our listeners that Captain Meatball was sound asleep for like the past hour. The moment I pressed the little top of the whipped cream can, he's awake. He's in the kitchen. He knows that sound
he
from
knows,
a mile
he knows.
away. He's like, "Where's mine? Where's mine?" So he got to eat first.
This looks
Can
awesome.
Can I
Give it a
taste it?
taste.
I'm going in.
It's meant to be like a creamsicle kind of flavor, but I haven't tasted it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like a Terry's chocolate orange.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's so good.
boozier than I expected.
It's very
Wow,
good.
the chocolate orange. Yeah, dead on. That's exactly what it tastes like. Wow.
Wow.
I love me some
That is thick.
chocolate orange, and I love me some creamsicle.
Yeah, it was sucking that straw hard to get to it. I have to say, I am extremely proud of this
Go for the
group
rim.
on the level of presentation that everyone has brought to the table for all of these drinks. Like, really bravo. Which is especially frustrating, again, for her audio listeners. Hopefully we described it well enough for you. Delicious drink. This might be tough.
This might be tough.
This might
gonna be
I
tough.
think it's going to be hard, yeah.
Yeah, it might be tough, but good thing that we're going to take a break, grab all the drinks back
Yeah.
onto the table.
I need to try them all again.
And when we're back, we're going to rank top 5 Halloween cocktails. We'll be back.
This thing on?
Yes.
Oniric.
Notes to Oniric, Day 1. By Teffer Troy, Doctoral Candidate, Alternative Narrative Traditions, Université de Montréal, October 12, 683.
Oniric.
Hello, Deirdre. I hope you're well. I'm recording this now because today's a big day. I'm meeting with a talking wolf after lunch. I'm a bit nervous about it.
Oniric.
A flame that rides the winds of worlds. A flame that seeks a single torch. The torch burns bright. The torch burns out. The flame remains and rides anew.
Oniric.
It's a dream quest. It's a grail quest. It's a fever dream quest.
Oniric.
Just say hi. Please. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
For fuck's sake. Hi, Deirdre. Hope you're well. You're well rid of this idiot.
Oniric.
Coming fall 2023 in the Pod Cavern and wherever you get your podcasts.
Top five.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We are back. We are frightened with all the
God.
drinks that are on the table.
So
Oh my
many drinks
goodness.
in front of us.
Very excited to rank these, and more importantly, very excited to drink these finally. Because we've all been pretty responsible adults. We made the drinks. They look pretty. I only had a few sips.
Yeah.
Every time we saw a drink, I was like, oh, that's amazing. I want more. But I held it in
I didn't.
for now. But before we start drinking and finding out what's the best, I want to remind the people at home what we even are ranking today. Halloween cocktails, of course, but what Halloween cocktails are we doing? We started off with the Vampire's Kiss, which was that red drink that I made in a martini glass with vodka and Chambord, and has cranberry juice and grenadine. Then we moved on to Ghouls and Guts shots, Sam.
Yeah, Ghouls and Guts, which was a very vanilla, sugary forward creme de cacao based shooter.
All right, now we got to talk about creme de cacao for a second. Because I thought, well, Brad and Sam were using our creme de cacao, and I was like, oh, good thing I bought creme de cacao. Like, I spent money on this thing. Hell yeah. But turns out we already had a bottle. So now we have 2 bottles.
Oh my God.
of chocolate liqueur. So the other bottle is on the table, Laura.
Are they both in the kitchen?
No, one's there and one's... Yeah.
I don't see it.
I'm literally looking at it.
Okay.
Next one is the Haunted House.
Yes. That was like in the style of an old fashioned, but it's got some like spicy autumn notes, I would say.
It had that echo.
Yeah, it's got a bit of like a it doesn't have pumpkin in it, but it's just got that like autumn flavor, I would say, to it. Yeah.
Then we had the Midnight Margarita.
Well, first it was an Orange Glad It's Halloween-arita. And then some fire came out, and then it became a Midnight Margarita.
Yeah, you
It was
put
a whole transition.
the charcoal, the thing that makes you constipated if you have
Activated
too
charcoal.
much.
Yeah.
Only a little bit for this fam.
Next, we had the Berry Eyeball Punch, which was the one with the lychee, and it had blueberries in it, and basically tastes like punch. Then we went to the Black Widow Smash,
which was a tequila-based drink, very soda-y as well, but mainly blackberry, rosemary, lemon, honey. So a very kind of, refreshing, spritey drink.
Then we went to the Psycho Killer, the one Sam could smell from a mile away.
Yeah, that one was in kind of the style of a Negroni or a Boulevardier. It's a Irish whiskey with that one had the cocoa nib or cacao nib infused Campari, and it had the creme de cacao as well, and the banana or the creme de banane, as they say.
in the French.
Yeah, and and the Ricard, which was in place of the absinthe, which one day I will buy absinthe, but it was not this day when I bought like hundreds of dollars in other booze.
Wait for the Christmas cocktails.
Yeah, that one was more based on the name, but it was not as autumny as my other one, but it was good though.
Yeah, yeah. Laura, you had a second nomination that I didn't write. Oh, it was the blood transfusion.
Bloody Mary transfusion.
Yes, and that was Bloody Mary, but in a syringe.
Yes. With accessories.
With accessories.
Yeah, and honestly, those accessories were fun to just have around. It was like pickled
an extreme pickle, extreme bean.
Extreme bean, yeah, and some olives, which were I like an olive.
I like those olives.
Then we moved on to the drunken peanut butter cups. That was the Reese infused vodka with the Reese everything. Reese's Pieces for the outside of the rim, giant Reese peanut butter cup to garnish it on top. And then we went to Jack Skellington's White Russian.
Which is, like the name implies, a take on the White Russian. So vodka, Kahlua, espresso, great after dinner one, but also with my own homemade brown sugar simple syrup that also used pumpkin butter that I also made.
Then we went to the El Diablo, which was probably one of the most fun drinks of the night. Just seeing it. I don't know. It was like magic just watching it. Brad, what was it?
So yeah, the El Diablo is a buck or a mule style. So it's mostly just like tequila and lime. You shake that up. And then I inverted that lime that I used and put creme de cassis in there, which is a blackcurrant liqueur.
Not soy sauce.
Not soy sauce. It might look like it, but it wasn't soy sauce. And then you because you use the lime as a bowl, you put that on top, and then you tip the bowl and the creme de cassis trickles down like blood through the drink.
Quite beautifully.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Honestly, it looked like, in TV shows when there's like a song at the beginning.
Like in Dexter?
Maybe that's it.
Something
it looked like
that.
something
or Hannibal,
from a TV show.
Like
with a song in the beginning.
What's it called? Like on Friends.
Where blood trickles down through
on
water.
Friends when
and
they
stuff?
sing "I'll Be There for You." What's that called?
See, I know what Brad's talking about with Dexter, this intro with blood spattering, but you're talking about Friends, which is just have violence.
But what's
You're
it called?
talking about
The theme
song music.
Yeah. It seems like it looked like something from a TV theme song.
Dexter. Or like a Last of Us or something like that. Like a blood spatter thing.
Yes, Last of Us.
And Laura, your final drink, it was that very desserty one.
It was a boozy scream sickle shake.
Yes. And play along with us, everyone. Laura wasn't, but in the kitchen when we were in the living room here, we heard the noise. And we can't figure out what it was.
Listeners, I made a shake, so I'll let you guess what it was. I'm sure you can.
I made a type of
shake.
Was it?
It wasn't a blender though. It wasn't loud enough.
Yes.
It was a blender.
It was the blender?
The immersion blender.
Oh, the immersion blender. Okay.
I just didn't know. I don't remember it sounding.
We thought it would be louder.
No, it's nice and quiet. That guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I just don't remember it sounding like. All right.
You need to know the tongue is bobbing his head while he makes that
Guys,
noise.
I'm going to start downing these drinks.
Yes. Well, before we do, you can start drinking it as we go. But obviously, we need to turn this list in 12 to a top 5.
I got my 5.
Oh wow.
Wow. Okay.
That you just start pointing at them. There's a bunch.
Are there Ani Menches at some point? Is that after we decide or now?
Yes.
Or where we?
It's after.
Okay.
But I don't have any.
Okay. I only have one.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
This will be a little bit different since we have drinks in front of us right now. But is there a favorite Sam, of yours that you want to star for? I guess
just starring.
I guess we're starring.
Just starring
for further consideration.
I would star. I'm gonna be terrible with the names of all these for the most part.
No, you can only start if you remember the name.
Well, then I guess yours isn't starred.
I would say point to it and then put it to the middle of the table. Here.
All right, I would like to start Laura's last drink here. The booze.
Boozy
Screamsicle. The boozy Screamsicle. I think the presentation is really fun. I think the drink in itself is just fun. And it feels Halloween-y because of the chocolate. So, yeah.
Put it in there. Put it in the middle. I agree.
It's tasty.
Brad, is there one that you want to star for further consideration that isn't one of your own?
I forget what this one was called. Actually,
my Jack.
sorry, I want to this one. No, I did like that one too, but I want to start this one.
Ooh, that's my ghouls and guts shot.
Which out of left field, like who saw that coming? But
who saw that? coming?
That one's up there for me. I think.
Who saw that coming? It's late, everyone. Laura, do you want to star one?
I will star my first favorite, which was the Vampire's Kiss.
Ooh, vamp it up.
You know I like that sugar. No, give me here.
Oh, you want to drink it some?
Yeah, and then we'll put in the middle.
I would love to star the El Diablo for the presentation and everything about it.
Yeah.
So we have 4 drinks starred right now. The boozy Screamsicle. Again, all these drinks we will list on the site so you can remind yourself what they are. Podcavern.com. You'll see the recipes, all that other stuff. But anyways, we have the Ghouls and Guts shot. We have the El Diablo and the Vampire's Kiss. Honestly, I have to say there wasn't really a drink I disliked in the group.
I had 2.
Then let's hear them, Laura.
No, I'm not going to say them.
Well, we have to start.
We have to cut.
No, I'm going to tell you. We're going to nominate other ones that might be our own, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
they're ready now.
I would like to nominate Jack Skellington's White Russian.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes, I did like that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
throw it in this pile's just going to be everything.
I'm going to have another sip.
It is a treat. I would like to nominate the Psycho Killer, actually.
Oh.
Interesting.
I'm
really
honestly
strong.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
a strong,
surprised.
what is it again, Brad? It's that really strong one.
Yeah, it's in the style of a Negroni. So that one is whiskey. That one has the cocoa nib infused Campari.
There's a lot in there.
The creme de cacao and the creme de banane.
Right, that one.
Yeah, plus the Ricard or /
That's
absinthe.
interesting. I like it a lot, but we're going to start getting into how Halloween-y it is, and that's kind of where I'm like...
That one's really just the name.
I'm having a hard time because in one way, the blood transfusion one, the one in the syringe, is just a Bloody Mary, but the presentation was excellent.
Yes.
Because it's like Laura went to like 3-4 stores to get a syringe. So very commendable. But I guess if we're all... I guess the main thing is taste.
Yes.
And it's nothing
They
new.
loved the horseradish.
It was good. But
I would take, I'm biased here, but the Haunted House over the Psycho Killer. I thought the Haunted House has that autumn flavor. That
was the old-fashioned
Yeah,
spin.
the old-fashioned. Like, when we brought all the drinks over, that was the one I reached for first, because I was most excited to get that
I really
back
like
in
it
my
too.
hands.
It is watered down now, though.
Yeah, it's watered down. But it's got that, like, autumn flavor to it.
I agree.
You know what? I agree.
The other one, it's got like the banana. It's good, but it's just it doesn't say Halloween to me aside from the name.
Orange.
We can cut the Psycho Killer, and I'll just take it and drink it.
Do it.
But Sam likes it because it's a strong drink.
Yes, and I would like to.
like Negronis. It's very Negroni forward.
It's a complex. There's a lot going on.
Yes,
There's a ton going on.
And in its place, I would like to put the haunted.
Yeah, throw it in there.
House up on there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Haunted House. Anything else that we want to start on this table here? We have the charcoal rim.
Orange, you're glad it's Halloween, Arita.
I think.
So that one, the flavor for me, it tastes like a margarita.
So I want to put what was this one called, Tuong? With the lychees again?
The lychee.
Oh, that's the berry eyeball punch.
I want to put this one up just because it was the most like creepy looking one. Like
I'm gonna try a
it
lychee.
hit me with the
tastes like
eyeballs like
vegetables.
scraping up against the side of the glass.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste Halloween-y to me, but the presentation
Is Halloween-y.
Very Halloween. It reminds me of
Yeah.
the Simpsons episode where they've all got like the grapes in their hands and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
like holding
and
like
it's-
pasta
yeah,
noodles.
Yeah. It's the brains of the girl.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's very easy to drink as well. Yeah.
Interesting.
I agree. I like the eyeballs is what makes it Halloween.
The eyeball
Everything else
makes
is like
it-
it could be a summer drink, really.
Yes.
And it would be
Yeah.
awesome for honestly kids to drink without the gin.
Yeah.
But you can't even taste the gin, which is
Yeah.
the dangerous part of it. Yeah.
Guys, I gotta say, my Orange Gladys Halloween Arena looks gross.
It does
Yeah,
look kind of
honestly,
gross.
It
Yeah.
did not age well over the past hour.
I think it was really cool though when it went from
It
pink to
was,
black,
yes.
I'm probably with Sam on this where like it tastes really good, but it does taste just like a margarita.
Let's
Yeah.
pour one out for the midnight margarita,
Yeah.
which it's midnight
Okay,
again,
you could
everyone.
Stir it up again.
Laura's
Stir it up.
stirring it.
We're back to
Oh, yeah,
midnight.
that
back
makes
to black.
sense.
But now it's like I don't know
mean-
if it's more appealing.
I don't. It tasted great, but I don't really want to
It's
drink
impressive that it turned black.
Really
like
should have
that.
stirred those for the pictures.
Oh yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, it's like all just brown water. Let me name you some that aren't starred here to remind the people. We have drunken peanut butter cups, which I think I'm fine to. I mean, I really liked it, but if we should only have one dessert drink.
Yeah.
I'm not,
and
I don't
probably
like
this one.
loves like sugary cocktails, obviously based on the three I pitched.
For me-
and we've already got two quite sugary.
Yeah.
Plus your vampire,
Yeah.
what was it?
Vampire's Kiss.
Yeah, that one's pretty sugary with the grenadine and stuff as
What do
well.
you think, Laura?
To me, the presentation, the accessories are better than the drink itself.
Agreed.
yes.
The milk really like waters it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas I would say the skeleton one held its flavor despite having
Yeah. Well, it has a splash of cream, but it has a
Yeah.
lot of other things, and the other things definitely overpower
Yes.
that. So
But does the Jack Skellington have peanut butter rim?
no. But imagine it was in a skull-shaped glass.
Yeah.
That would be really
Although
cool.
I will say the cinnamon on the Jack Skellington does make it feel to me more Christmassy than Halloweeny.
I could have not put the cinnamon on.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have
That-
given you
I
the
like the
pumpkin
cinnamon,
spice
yeah.
instead.
Oh man, I had pumpkin spice on me.
Oh, that would have been good, yeah.
That was dumb.
What about the Natasha Romanoff smash?
I'm definitely
Widow,
okay
but-
to cut that one. It was like a shot in the dark. I thought it would be good, and I thought when I picked it, it would definitely be more berry forward than it was. I probably should have went with a different booze as well. Like it is like I don't know. It tastes like tequila and soda water essentially.
Yeah, it doesn't. When I drink it, it doesn't. Aside from the name, which is why the Psycho Killer, I'm kind of like putting that one aside. Because aside from the name, it doesn't like remind me of
Yeah,
Halloween.
it's not that spooky.
And I would agree that like that one doesn't
It
really.
almost looks like a winter drink, like a
Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
drink. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, but I like it. Yeah.
It is.
And I
very
think
good,
the picture
yeah.
was, I mean, it's watered down now, but I think the picture that I looked at was darker. I was going to bring this one up for Ani Mensch, but I'll bring it up now anyway. I forget what the booze in this one was, and I was between them because I wanted something berry and smashy and like fruity. But yeah, I had picked one that had, and my Ani Mensch one was called In the Witch's Garden. And it uses the charcoal stuff too. That's why I was Googling the charcoal. And so it was a black drink, but it had basil leaves in it, and it looked like really like a murky fog. Like it looked cool, like in the witch's garden.
This looks like a murky fog to me.
Yeah, but now imagine that with like ice and basil in it. Like it looks like a spooky, foggy, like cool swamp. Anyways, I feel like that would have been better than my smash. So I'm good to cut the smash.
It's not too late to light your
light
smash
on
on
fire.
fire.
No.
Laura really wants to start a fire tonight.
Yeah.
What
I was
what other
just
ones
thinking you
didn't
could
make it?
smoke
Oh,
that rosemary.
the syringe one.
The syringe did not make
The Bloody
it.
Mary transfusion.
very good, though.
Hey, points for best name?
Best name?
Bloody Mary
It's
blood
good.
transfusion,
Yeah.
Bloody Mary transfusion.
It's good.
That's pretty. I came up with the name myself.
I like your boozy screams.
I didn't come up with that name.
Okay. Then points for that, Laura. For sure. For sure.
Best original name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
win that. You win
and
that.
it was a very good
Thank
Bloody
you.
Mary.
I feel like all the ones we have starred are the keep. So what are we saying goodbye?
I'll name you the ones that aren't starred still. So
Okay.
I guess actually we
We
mentioned
kinda
them
went
all.
over
we
them all,
mentioned
yeah.
them. So the ones that are starred, I'm going to remind the people
Yeah.
at home. Vampire's Kiss, Berry Eye Punch, Eyeball Punch, Ghouls and Guts Shots. We have Haunted House, El Diablo, and Boozy Screamsicle. Is that 6? We have 7. Vampire's Kiss.
Vampire's Kiss.
Vampire's Kiss was the other one.
So I would like to come out and suggest we cut Vampire's Kiss because it tastes like a Cosmo to me, and it doesn't. It's one of the. It's kind of like in that realm of it's not really spooky. It's just the name that's spooky.
Yeah, you know what the spookiest thing about the cocktail was to me was the picture with the dry ice. And honestly, dry ice would make anything more spooky.
Yeah.
So I think like if you had dry ice in here and I brought it out, it would look cool as fuck.
Especially because it's like more pink than red looking too. Like I thought when you were bringing this out and when you said Vampire's Kiss, I had seen a cocktail that I had considered doing that was like very martini glass looking like this, but it was such a deep red. I think it was more cran. It was like, I don't know what it was, but it was a very deep red, and they put for garnish like a pair of fake vampire teeth in it, and it was like very fun.
So I fucked up by not putting vampire.
Well, it just doesn't look very it looks like a Cosmo.
Fair enough. I'm distracted only because Laura and I are sharing the drinks, and she has licked the rim of most of the drinks around us here.
Oh,
It's delicious.
There's no more
rimless.
There's no more rim. All right, I'm okay.
But I love it.
It's good. I like it, but I would probably lean towards that it's not very Halloween-y as well.
But I like it more than the lychee.
But the lychee's spookier.
The lychee is like the
is
lychee. I could see
spookier.
at a party. Like you go to somebody's house, I could see this drink in a pitcher, and people are like scooping it out. I can
is
see this
spookier.
drink
I would
at
agree
a party,
with Laura
Halloween
though
party.
that I like the taste of the Vampire Kiss more than the taste of the lychee drink.
The vampire.
I think they're
They're
comparable.
they're
I think they're
definitely
comparable.
comparable.
I think the lychee one tastes more berry, whereas the Vampire's Kiss tastes like grenadine to me, or like sugar.
Yeah.
Well, do we
Consider the coconut?
do we consider cutting them both? Or is there a place?
I think because they both.
I think
one of them should stay because they have like that sweet factor that I actually.
I also think that we got to get rid of. We've got 3 dessert drinks on
Yeah,
here.
I think one of
Okay,
these
yeah,
3
yeah,
need to
sure.
go.
Yeah.
But I would still think if we cut one dessert drink and one of the berry fruity drinks, then we'd have 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
So which of the berry fruity drinks to stay on track?
I would keep this one.
I think the
lychee
spookier one. Yeah, the
Yeah.
lychee
Yeah.
one.
The lychee one's.
I prefer
This
the
is-
Vampire's
yeah.
Kiss, but I will admit.
But this one,
that lychee is spookier.
Yeah, this works so well for
I
a
actually-
Halloween party.
I actually think I could drink way more of the lychee one than I can of the Vampire's Kiss. Like this one's just such a downable drink.
It's true.
yeah.
It's very
drinking.
downhill.
Yeah, I mean, like, I put a cup of gin in this. It does serve 6 to 8 in a pitcher, but I don't taste it at all, which is obviously
it's
crazy.
true.
Yeah,
I'm gonna taste it.
yeah. I also like the taste of lychees in general. It's just it's good. Fun
So-
fruit that I don't have very often.
Yeah, it's fun.
In the vein of, so I was thinking because obviously a lot of the cocktails, I feel like mine were quite different to a lot of them. A lot of them are very like party Halloween centric, I would say.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, I feel like I can't remember the name of your first one here.
My
Sam.
ghouls and guts.
Ghouls and Guts, like I can see that at a Halloween party. And I think that combined with Tuong's lychee would be like a pretty sick
Party.
Halloween party.
Party.
Because you got the like little shooters, you got the big punch that you can scoop out. Like I think those two are like a good 1-2 punch combo for a Halloween party.
I think we got to cut either Ghouls and Guts or Boozy Screamsicle.
I agree. Which that is a hard
Yeah.
toss up to me because
The
if we're
Screamsicle
looking,
is really good though.
I mean,
But I saw Sam with the cupcakes. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with cupcakes? It's a cocktail episode, Sam. And she pulled it off. It's really good.
It is good.
I liked
Yeah.
that soggy cupcake.
I actually like them both quite a lot.
Yeah, they're
to be
both
honest.
really good.
I think before we tackle that, is Jack Skellington's White Russian staying? Because that's the
Yes.
one that I'm unsure
Yes.
about because it tastes like a White Russian,
True.
but I don't.
It's
doesn't-
better.
I just don't know how much more Halloween better is it? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really scream Halloween to me.
It does have the pumpkin in it though, and
But I can't.
It's
I'm not actually
very
tasting it.
faint. I feel like if you punched up the pumpkin and put pumpkin
I
spice
feel
on
like
top
I should
instead.
have like stirred some of my pumpkin butter in it. So I don't know. I agree. I feel like I messed it up, and had I done a trial run of it, I would have presented it differently because in my head, bringing this to the table was bringing a pumpkin spice thing to Halloween. And that was why I picked it. And so for the pumpkin to not come through is like disappointing because like that was and we don't have any other pumpkin drinks here. Like this was the pumpkin drink.
And to me, we've got these. I would say these are two desserts.
Pumpkin like marshmallow on the.
So for me, it's really between these two, and then these are the four because like these are two dessert drinks, whereas this is more like an after dinner drink, not a dessert drink, like coffee, pumpkin. So for me, it's between the two desserts right now.
Just to remind the people, so we have Boozy Screamsicle, we have El Diablo, we have the Ghouls and Guts shot, we have Haunted House, and we have the Berry Eyeball Punch, and the Jack Skellington's White Russian.
I love all of these finalists, and there's 6 of them, so we just need to cut one.
We need to cut one of them.
I think we got to cut one of the blenders.
Yeah, you think?
I think we got to cut one.
You don't think there's room for both of them?
One of the...
They're quite similar, right? They are quite similar, like
but they're not similar in their flavors.
Yeah, they're very different in taste.
Flavor, they're completely different.
In flavor, they're different,
texture.
and in texture, and in presentation.
Yeah.
Like they're
one's
like
a shooter, one's not.
To me, they're like only similar because they both went in a blender.
But 3 dessert drinks,
and they have
or I guess 2 dessert
like
drinks.
a frothy top. They both have a frothy kind of top.
Sure, I guess. Yeah.
Yum.
Well, yours tastes. The spooky whatever. The spooky one is so much more chocolatey.
Okay. I actually might. I mean, maybe Sam's not on this page, but I am. I think I can see both of them staying and cut the White Russian. Only because this one doesn't have. The pumpkin's not coming through.
Man.
I think if the pumpkin was there, this one would stay. This one is like a creamsicle, which besides the presentation, it doesn't say Halloween to me. But the presentation is Halloween.
But I mean, same with the eyeball lychee one, right? Like
it was also orange until it melted.
True, but this is like spooky Halloween, and I'm more on board for that.
This one's cute Halloween because of its like pumpkin marshmallow thing going on.
Okay, so before I'm hearing what you're all saying, and I'm kind of on board with it a little, but before we like fully commit to it's just not Halloween-y enough, which is fair.
And it should be also taste, obviously, too, because that's important.
Well, I love the taste.
Like
the taste
fall
is great.
and Halloween, not specifically Halloween,
sure,
right?
Sure.
Well, if it was pumpkin, pumpkin's pretty
like
Halloween.
it's got to remind me of Halloween, October, fall.
Sure. And if I had just amped up the pumpkin a bit more, you would all be singing a different tune here.
Which is why I'm voting for your
drink.
still.
Like it's one of my favorite on the table, but that's not very fall as well. Like this is what something
blood.
The presentation is, but the taste of the El Diablo I would have at a resort.
Yes.
And I would love to have that in the summer.
Honestly, it does.
So we're
going to a resort together.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
But the blood is so cool, which is why I was coming back to. We haven't really talked about.
I do like the sharpness of the ginger.
I just want to discuss the haunted house. We haven't really talked about it.
Sure.
It's like I really like this drink a lot, but again, it's like how spooky. Besides being called haunted house.
But that's why I'm saying to me, this one tastes like autumn.
Yes, I would agree. This tastes more autumny than the bloody one, the fancy blood one.
Oh yeah, the El Diablo.
Yeah, the El Diablo.
Yes. Like the haunted house, I would definitely have over the El Diablo myself. But the El Diablo is like a party trick, I would say.
Yeah.
It's very good, but...
The blood thing is super cool.
Yeah. Yes.
So I feel like if you're going Halloween cocktail, the blood trick almost trumps the autumn vibes of the haunted house, but...
Interesting.
I would say that the haunted house, like the fall flavors, trump the
trick of
the El Diablo. If we were getting into it,
we all got so pumped about the blood, though.
Yeah,
I know
El Diablo.
Yeah,
it's pretty dope.
All right, how about we do locks? We'll see how people feel about these.
That's true. We've been talking about cutting all these, and I don't even know which we're firmly.
Okay, here we go. Factoring everything together, taste, presentation, how Halloween-y it is. And we'll try to, again, give people the Cliff Notes version very quickly of what they are. We'll start with the Boozy Screamsicle.
Boozy
Screamsicle, which was that dessert. Well,
yes.
It's the vodka wine that you...
Sherbet vanilla vodka.
That's the wine. Lock or no lock?
No lock.
No lock.
I'd say it is for me.
I would lock it too. But obviously, we'll move on. We'll go to the ghouls and guts shot. Lock or no lock? And that's, Sam, what is that again? Just the quick.
It's creme de cacao, ice cream, and all the
and
sugary
that
things.
All that thing, yeah. Lock or no lock?
I'd lock it.
I would lock that
The
one.
soggy cake didn't do it for me.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
That was an optional ingredient.
And El Diablo, lock or no lock? I think that's the inverted line. That's all you got to know.
Blood trickling down.
Yeah.
Lock.
That's a lock.
I lock that.
Yeah, all right. I'm down. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all about I fucking love it. It's very, very good.
It's so tough. It's so tough.
It's the presentation, and it's got that sharpness that.
Before you even drip the blood down, it already looked spooky because it was
Yeah,
like
the
a weird,
presentation.
unnerving.
Yeah.
The inverted
line
lime already was like
Yeah.
spooky.
Gives you the
Yeah.
heebie-jeebies.
It looked like a swamp monster type of thing going on
Yeah.
in it. I will say, like, in its current form, after the what is the thing at the top?
the
thing-
creme de cassis.
the creme de cassis. Once that is in the drink finally,
Yeah.
and the blood goes down, now it looks like just a regular drink.
Yeah. It kind of
But at least it's red.
At
It's
least
like
it's red.
bloody.
Yeah,
But
it kind of looks
the-
like a Sex on the Beach now in a way.
Sure.
Yeah.
Everything before that looked very Halloween-y, so
Yes.
I'll take it for that.
I think it's a lock. It's got the name.
Yeah.
It's got that spice that like I look
Yeah.
for
Locking-
personally.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Okay.
It's got
Agreed
the
on a lock.
Yeah, we
presentation. I feel like if people make the El Diablo, they're like for people, everybody's gonna be like, wow.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
And like so many
And
people
it's
love
tequila,
ginger
right? Or,
beer.
Tequila, yeah.
Tequila, yeah. Haunted House. That's that old-fashioned spin.
Yes.
Right.
For me, that one is a lock. That's the first
I'm
one I
in.
reached for when they all came on the table.
I need to sip it again.
Me too.
It's got the, but if we're looking for Halloween, it's arguable, but it's got autumn flavors to me. Like I will be making
And
this
it
one
is
again.
orange.
It is orange.
Yeah.
I,
Of all of these, I will make this one again.
I could lock that one.
I could lock that one as well, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brad has 2 locks.
And one reject, which
Yeah.
I'm
One
drinking
reject.
over here.
Yeah.
yeah, the psycho killer. Sam loves her
I
psycho
love
killers.
the psycho killer.
How about the berry eyeball punch?
For
Not
me,
a lock for me.
not a lot. I think
Not
for
a lock for
me,
me.
it's
I would
a lock.
lock it. I would lock it.
I think for me
it
it's a
tastes
lock.
great.
But to me,
and
it's like the eyeballs are pretty good. And also, if it's taking
But
the
this
place
was the
of the
lock.
but the
vampire's
drink
kiss.
is good.
But I mean, if we're locking the El Diablo presentationally, that was, I feel like we're all saying outstanding. And I feel like the lychee eyeball thing was also outstanding for Halloween. Like this one was as spooky.
But for me,
As-
the El Diablo is also the taste. And I like the lychee drink, but I would order an El Diablo over the lychee
But you
drink.
could have this at a
same.
party. You could
Oh, yeah.
literally have a
Sure.
whole punch bowl.
Yes.
I
At a
can
party.
see like going to a party and
And
having
it's just
that.
there, and
yeah.
it would rock at a party.
You know what? It would.
100%,
And,
yes.
and I do like the eyeballs. I'll lock it for variety's sake.
Yeah.
For the punchy party.
If we had a Halloween party, I would 100% make
Oh,
that, and it
yes.
would rock it. It would be gone in a second.
100%.
And then we have Jack Skellington's White Russian.
It's a lock for me.
I think.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I didn't see that coming, but
Laura's been quietly like destroying the rims of every glass and sipping on everything. So I think it's hitting her now. But I,
I
think
love
she
that
liked
you
this.
lock that.
You like this because it woke you up? Or you just like the taste? Or
I think it's a slam dunk.
slam dunk?
Wow. I think for variety, and I do think instead of cinnamon on top, if you did some pumpkin spice, that would take it to the next level.
I think over the weekend.
I think that one's a lock to me.
It is a lock
Yeah.
too.
Oh
My goodness.
Oh my god.
It's not a lock for me, but we could talk about it.
We could talk about a lock.
So we. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Can I tell you my beef with the lychee?
Yes, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's the same color as El Diablo.
That's the
your
point.
Now it is.
I don't want 2 drinks the same color.
That is a poor argument.
I mean, I'll take it as an argument, but not a great argument.
That is an argument.
How about this?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the
How
drinks
about
are
this?
red on the table right now.
How about this?
But yeah.
We cut the lychee.
Uh-huh.
We cut ghouls and guts.
What?
Okay.
And we throw a little Bloody Mary transfusion on the top.
Oh my god.
Are you wheeling and dealing over here?
A bad.
We like variety. It's a different color than all the others.
But it's a Bloody Mary at its core.
And you liked it.
We
We
delicious.
did like
We
it.
did
Very
like
well,
it.
I think
You
the
did
People
presentation.
at
like
home
it.
should make it.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we'll be posting these on the website so you can see what they are. Presentation wise, it looks fantastic, but I've had that drink before, so it's not really that crazy.
But
I
you've had
mean,
a
I
White
wish,
Russian
honestly,
before.
I wish this was top 7 or something, because I'd
Out
throw
of
it in there.
160 episodes of this show, I refuse.
I know.
It's like blood.
Yeah. Okay, so we have to really settle down. It sounds
You
like
didn't get it.
no. I don't know.
I'm torn.
I do think the lychee drink should stay.
I think so, yes.
I think the lychee drink should stay as well.
For me, it's between the two more desserty ones because all of these I would make again.
Okay.
But like both of these seem
I
like
would 100%.
effort.
That is my argument with the Jack Skellington White Russian. Like, I think it's really good. I think tomorrow when I make it with the proper pumpkin stuff, it's gonna rule.
It's gonna rule.
Yeah. Yeah, I think amping up the pumpkin, I could see this working really well. And nothing else on the table is really like it. It's got that coffee in it. Whereas like the two dessert drinks are very different, but they're also dessert.
Yeah, they're both
drinks.
desserts.
Whereas like, I don't know, we've got El
bothers
Diablo,
me because
we've got
like they you're right, they are dessert drinks, but they taste so
Yeah,
different.
I agree. I
need to
agree.
try the
yeah,
this
they
one
taste
again,
so
yeah.
different, and I keep going back to this White Russian, which I would have again and again. But if we're talking about Halloween cocktails, it's not much different than a regular White Russian to me. That's where
true.
I would have a White Russian more than I would have these other two drinks on average. For sure, I would. It's delicious. It wakes me up. It's great. But if we're strictly talking about a Halloween cocktail, I would value the two that taste different.
So you're talking about cutting the basically White Russian and keeping the two dessert drinks.
I think that's
I could
where
see
I
that.
would
They
go.
are very different.
That's where I would go.
Yeah, I mean, I would like reluctantly agree. I'll message you all tomorrow when I make it properly.
I know
but
for sure, like it would taste good the way it tastes good now.
Yeah,
it tastes
It's
good now. But I mean, I think I've already had many White Russians before, so
true.
it's kind of like it's good.
Yeah, if you amp up
So
the
had I
pumpkin,
just done something gimmicky with it, it would have definitely been in then. Because like this El Diablo is not Halloweeny except for it was bloody.
it's got the name.
So does Jack Skellington.
But I do
Diablo.
think, I mean, it's not just gimmick. It's the garnish really makes a cocktail a lot of times, right? So like I feel like it.
Yeah,
in the
but my
presentation.
garnish would have been pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there that what the values are. But I get it. I totally get it. But I feel like if I had served it in a skull or something and had a pumpkin floating
Bring it
in
back
it, you
next
all
year.
would have been like, yeah.
Hey, you want to take that pumpkin? Throw it in there?
Kind of.
You can have it.
No, it's fine. I'm not married to it. You know, I knew I was gonna. It was one of the drinks. You know how we were all saying that we like didn't try these ahead of time and whatever. That was one that I hadn't tried ahead of time, but I knew I was gonna like it. I was like, I just could feel it, and like I said, I put a lot of effort into that simple syrup and stuff. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine.
I guess if I had to,
It is very good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The
Again,
recipe
I think
will
it's
be
great.
up for people, and they
I
should
agree.
make it.
Its
But amp
name
up the
is like the
pumpkin.
weakest thing. It doesn't feel that spooky. Like whatever.
So I think we have our top 5 then, and I'll remind the people what they are, and then
I'll take
we'll
this.
rank them. We have the El Diablo, we have Haunted House, we have the Berry Eyeball Punch, Ghouls and Gut Shots, and the Boozy Screamsicle. And what are we thinking for number 5?
So are we zeroing in on Halloween specifically, or
I mean,
just
this
like
whole
fall,
episode has
autumn?
been. I think this whole episode has been a mix of everything. I think taste matters a lot because
Yes.
it's a
I
cocktail.
think it's
you
a
wanna drink.
Halloween episode, and so I think that Haunted House is 5 because we keep coming back to autumn, but we're not coming back to Halloween.
Okay.
Okay, before we confirm that, are we all sure that we don't want Bloody Mary?
Light transfusion.
We're sure.
I am sure, but what did we say? It won the award for best original name.
I will concede to putting Haunted House at number 5 because it is the least Halloween centric of
Of the five.
Except for its name. It's a great name.
Except for the name.
Except for the name, but it is definitely the one that I want to drink the most right now.
Oh, yeah.
Of all 5 on the table.
Brad, good news is we get to drink all of them.
And I'm gonna drink
I
it
also
right
want to
now.
say that the glass that you have it in is really complementing the drink. I like the gold rim with it. Like, I think it looks classy with that glass and with the name and with like everything that you've done with it tonight is like really working.
It's
in
a
its
classy
favor.
looking cocktail.
Yeah.
And people should definitely
Hey,
make
you
it.
can
liked
get
the giant
great
ice
glasses at Value Village, everyone. Your
Yes,
local
you can.
thrift
And like
store.
the orange of it is really what's like
Yeah.
making it
It's
as
a
well.
it's a really lovely shade of orange.
Yeah.
It's a really nice.
It's a navel.
I would say it's a really.
It's not blood orange, it's actual orange.
I would say non-Halloween wise, but like autumn, fall wise, this is definitely my favorite. I'm making this. For
Yeah,
sure.
I like it.
Yeah.
Same with my White Russian. It's
Yes.
like a really good drink. It's for
But
the
I will-
category. I think it's 5.
I will
Yes.
concede.
Number
to 5.
4. Now I'm starting to be like, I don't even know what my number 1 is.
We got to split up some ice cream.
No, I think
putting-
number 4
I'm
is
putting-
lychee.
No, I'm putting 4 as the boo.
The boozy screamsicle?
The boozy screamsicle.
The screamsicle.
Only because I don't see, as much as I like all these other things had labor intensive things, this just seems like a lot of work to.
It was a lot of work. Let me tell you what. That's homemade chocolate sauce.
Yeah, that looks very nice. And before, I don't think you said what was on the rim.
It's Oreo cookie.
Yeah, Oreo
crust.
cookies
With
on
your homemade
cookie
chocolate
crust.
crushed. Like, that's
Homemade
so it's
chocolate
delicious,
sauce.
but so intense.
And I went to 4 grocery stores to find that rainbow sherbet.
I feel bad putting it at number 4, honestly. But I mean, like, I would be.
I mean, we cut my labor intensive one, so I don't feel that bad.
Sam, is that what you're thinking for your number 4? Laura, what's your number 4?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh,
Laura's
geez.
dying.
Big yawn, listeners. That was a big yawn. I would throw down one of those ice creams, and I think I would put the ghouls and guts because, as I mentioned, soggy cake ain't it for me.
Oh, yeah, she did say that.
That's fair. But if I went to a party and that Ghouls and Guts was there, I feel like that would be a hit at the party.
I completely agree.
Yes.
And I would drink 4 of them.
Exactly.
Soggy cake and all. Soggy cake and
I
all.
feel like for me it's between the boozy McScreamsicle. I can never remember the name of this.
Boozy screamsicle.
Boozy. I don't know why I want to add Mick. Like it's a McDonald's item. Boozy McScreamsicle.
Yeah.
Boozy
McFlurry.
Screamsicle. I think I put it at 4 because as much as it is like a Terry's chocolate orange, or I mean, this is just me personally. Orange, I like it, but orange has never been like a big thing for me. Like I think it does what it does really well, and it's really bold. But like I wouldn't like really seek it out flavor wise.
I think that's fair.
Gifted to me, I'm like, yeah, this is dope, but I don't think I would like opt for an orange chocolatey.
I think
drink.
I'm okay with that. I mean, Laura put a ton of work on it, obviously, and we should commend its presentation and
Honestly,
everything.
it
Very
looks
good.
so
Out of-
fun.
out of-
That's why it's here.
Out of the rest of the stuff on the table, it looks the best, I would say, out of the
Yes.
5. But taste-wise, it is a flavor I don't seek, but it is a flavor that is welcome
Yes.
every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a very good treat.
Yeah, flavor wise, I think it for
can
4.
can I recommend an ordering perhaps, and we can shut it down once.
No, let
once-
me.
Okay.
Number 5. Number 5.
Bloody
The
Mary
haunted
syringe.
house.
Yeah.
Every rank is Bloody Mary syringe.
Number 5, haunted house.
Uh-huh.
Number 4, boozy scrimskull shake.
Okay.
Number 3, lychee berry business. Number 2, ghouls and guts. Number 1, El Diablo. Double star number 1, Bloody Mary transfusion.
Well, aside from her double star number 1, that was what I was going to put forward.
Me too.
Yeah, that was pretty similar. I could see swapping, but I actually do think probably move this up a bit. I don't know.
I think
it
it's
doesn't
worth
matter.
having that.
Yeah,
I think
we
it
can
matters.
talk about it. Yeah.
I think
Yeah, it
3
matters.
is definitely lychee though. Like I think it is.
Yeah.
I think 5, 4, 3 are all correct. Do we want to talk about 2, 1?
El Diablo wins.
El Diablo
taste-wise
wins?
over the
We
shot.
El
watched
Diablo
bleed.
is so easy drinking.
Yeah.
And
We watched
I
it
would say
bleed.
El Diablo for the spectacle, but also it just feels more of a cocktail. Like,
yes,
I do
true.
like ghouls and guts, and it's super fun. But as far as like a cocktail goes,
Well,
like
that's it's true.
It's a shot.
El
Yeah, we're getting
Diablo
away from
wins.
cocktails a little bit there.
That's why I was
And the lychee one is more of like a punch than a cocktail.
El Diablo.
What's the difference?
I know. It is still a cocktail.
I mean,
once you put it in a
there's
glass,
a lot of mixed ingredients.
I think the craftsmanship in the El Diablo makes it a like very pure cocktail, and its spookiness is just clearly there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the order.
Brad, thoughts?
So it's Haunted House,
Boozy
the Boozy Screamsicle, the lychee one.
We'll call it by its real name, Berry Eyeball Punch.
Berry Eyeball Punch, and then
Ghouls and Guts.
Ghouls and Guts, and then El Diablo. I think I could get behind that.
I think that's
I'm
the
comfortable.
biggest compromise that we can take.
Yeah.
Unless we bring the Bloody Mary.
Unless the dark horse that is Bloody Mary.
Loved it.
That
It was
is
delicious.
our Halloween cocktails.
I do have an Ani mensch.
Yes, I'll get to that in a second, but I first want to congratulate
Oh, yeah.
El Diablo and congratulate us all for doing a good job. Basically, making these drinks from scratch, first of all.
We all put in a lot of effort.
Not taste testing them ahead of time and just trusting based on the ingredients and the pictures that it could be good. And really, there wasn't too much of a miss for me. Laura, you had 2 misses. I don't think you actually brought them up.
What are you talking
You're
about?
like,
what were your
you're
misses?
Like, the 2 misses. You want to cut
The listeners should
one
know.
was this guy.
Yes.
It was too
Fair.
much. It was too much for me.
Psycho killer.
Yeah, the psycho killer.
It's too much for me. And the other was, I'm so sorry, Tuong. It was the peanut butter shake, which I know you made for me. But again, the rim, the peanut butter cup, delicious.
Yeah,
but
I could
the
hear
drink
you
itself.
on the podcast. That's why I was pointing at you. I'm like, Laura, do that away from the mic because all I could hear is.
Like this?
Yeah. So tell me. Sorry. So this one was a miss
Yeah, it was a miss for me
because
the cocktail wasn't nearly as good as the rim.
I agree. I agree.
Fair.
I mean,
the
I
rim
agree.
outshadowed the cocktail.
It tastes like the
Interesting.
cereal milk.
Cocktail. Yeah.
It does
Yeah.
with a little bit of
With a little
vodka.
bit of booze, yeah.
Hey, it's gonna go like that sometimes.
It's gonna go like that.
So for honorable mentions, we're gonna go do honorable mentions. But unlike honorable mentions, most of the time, for me, I don't have any because I looked on the internet for these recipes. So if you want honorable mentions, just look up a list of Halloween cocktails.
Yeah.
But if you guys have Halloween cocktails that you wanted to make or missed out on or whatever, Brad, you had some? Or
I
one?
do. So when you mentioned Halloween cocktails, the very first one that sprung into my mind was the zombie, which is another tiki cocktail. But I looked it up and it's like 10 ingredients, half of which I still don't have, even after spending hundreds of dollars just for this. So I immediately cut that, but I knew I wanted to mention it because it's got the name. It's super boozy. I'm sure it's delicious. I've had it before at like tiki bars and I definitely want to mention that. I also wanted to give a shout out to a YouTuber where I got my cocktails, Anders Eriksson, who's a great YouTuber, and he does a lot of these old style cocktails, and everything I've ever made from him is delicious. So that's how I knew that no matter what I made tonight, it was going to be good because his stuff is like very good, and that's where I
Swedish?
got these. No, I don't. Well, I don't think so. I think he's in Chicago. But the El Diablo with the inverted thing, that's all him for sure.
Cool.
So Anders Eriksson, I would look him up if you like any of the ones that I brought up, like Negronis and Boulevardiers and Old Fashions. He does all that kind of stuff. And
Nice.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, you might have spent hundreds of dollars on liquor, but at least you didn't buy 2 of the same. When are we going to use more creme de cacao? Fuck. I mean,
It's true.
We'll find a way.
The one that I used it in, you guys cut, so you can't make that.
Yeah, it's
Correct.
true.
Make ghouls and guts.
There you go.
Sam, Laura, did you have any honorable mentions that you wanted to shout out?
I already brought up mine, and it was that witches one, which again I haven't tried, but I just thought it looked really cool and spooky, and I would try it. And now that you guys have charcoal, you should try it.
Okay, all right. I just have to mention, I'm so happy there was no overlap on it. Out of the
worried,
thousands of drinks we could have possibly done, I almost did the Bloody Mary transfusion, because it looked cool. Laura, honorable mention. What do you got?
Yes. I would like to honorable mention the list of Halloween cocktails on delish.com. I paid $3 for the month to access it. And it was worth it. Let me tell you.
There's so many free articles on it.
Yeah.
Every article was
this one-
different for top 10.
This one, every single thing on it, I was like, oh, I want to make this. So I opened all these tabs. And then all of them were from delish.com. And it's like, you have to have a subscription. I was like, frick, I'm not going to get a subscription. And then it was like, well, wait, it's only $3 for a month. And I said, sign me up. And I signed me up.
You got to cancel that subscription.
Yes, I
Don't keep.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. I'm just happy we all had something in the top 5. So we all win.
did.
Again, we all win. We drank so much today.
We got a lot of awesome cocktails.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for today's episode of Ranked. Before we go, we'll do a bit of plugs here. Sam or Laura, or both, do you want to plug something at all?
Yeah,
Why not Brad?
listeners.
And Brad, you know what? I'm so used to Brad not being on the Ranked podcast. Actually, all of us can plug this, but go ahead. Somebody do it.
I'll plug it.
All
Everybody, if you love listening
Actually,
to
I would love to hear Brad plug.
Brad, would you like to plug
Well,
it?
everybody, if you love Pixar movies, then you would love Pixar Pals, which you might know as Disney Dummies, but we finished those movies.
Yeah.
Well, we got one actually. Isn't there a new Pixar movie or Disney movie?
It'll come
Wish
out.
is coming out soon.
Wish is coming
I'm
out. So
excited.
we'll reconvene for that. But yeah, we've been going through all the Pixar movies. We're a little over halfway now through the Pixar. Good Dinosaur, I believe, is next
gotta watch
as
the
of
Good
this
Dinosaur.
recording. So yeah, listen in if you want to hear about Pixar and all
Listen
the
to
good,
us fools again.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Anything else to plug, Laura?
I would like to promote a little Netflix series called Drive to
All
Survive.
right, that's all
Drive
I'm
to
saying.
Survive is the
That's-
sport of Formula One through
That's our
5
time today.
invigorating seasons. Cast of characters, drivers,
Brad's just stealing
principals,
cocktails.
drama, intrigue. This show has got it all. And once you've watched it, if you'd like to talk to me about Formula One or perhaps join a fantasy pool, I would love it if you would email me at lauralovesf1@podcavern.com.
You've got an F1
Thank
fantasy
you so
pool?
Much.
Oh,
I have
God.
two.
Guys, it's Halloween.
I'll show you my spreadsheets later.
I would say the scariest thing about this podcast is Laura shoehorning F1 into it.
It came very naturally, I thought.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to another episode of Ranked. Happy Halloween, trick or treats, and
And I would also say try all these cocktails.
Yes,
'cause we'll
please.
put the recipes up, and they were all very good. So really,
Yes.
any of them
all right.
would recommend.
Delish.com.
I agree. Yeah, don't pay $3. We'll post
Yeah,
that
don't pay
recipe.
$3. You can get it from us.
All right. Bye, our ghouly friends. Bye.
Bye.
Ooh.